the back end of your defense, where we talked about the big guys up front that get it done in the trenches, but to have those guys that kind of your safety valve, your free and strong safety, and they have those pair of seniors have really done a great job.
So the Maverick defense giving up 31.7 points per game. Again, a little high with the competition that we have played this season so far. The Mavs giving up 351 yards of total offense, 148 on the ground, 203 through the air. We expect that number to kind of go down as we continue through the season. They're giving up about 42% of their third down conversions. That's a pretty good number there for the defense. Marshall's offense right there at the same, 41%. We need that number to kind of creep up a little bit. So you've had our first little look there at our light fiber starting lineups. Let's quickly talk about Palestine as we're getting close to kickoff. Again, Palestine comes in, Coach James Ray's in his second season. The Wildcats last year were 1-9. They started this season 0-3, a really tough schedule. We expect to see a bunch of sophomores tonight. Looking at their lineup, just right down, everybody's a sophomore. We expect to see Cook at quarterback tonight, Ashton Cook. He is a sophomore, 10 of 19 for 155 yards, 1 touchdown this season. When he's not playing quarterback, you're going to see Hutchinson, the junior, 17 of 36 for 127 and 1 interception. He's also their biggest wide receiver on the outside. You'll see him a lot, Glenn. And then at wide receiver, another sophomore, that's going to be C. Jones, 3 catches for 71 yards. And their running back is a guy named Beckwith. We're going to get these numbers for you here in just a minute. He's number 1, Braylon Beckwith, 47 totes, 202 yards, and 1 touchdown. So they've really struggled, Palestine, trying to get the ball down the field. And some of that's been their competition. Again, they've played teams that are pretty good.
They have. They've certainly not had any pushovers, and it doesn't get any easier tonight for them as they roll in here to Maverick Stadium. They do have one kid that is apparently committed to Texas Tech. He's playing, I think, mainly on the defensive side of the ball, and that's Severian Martin. And I think might see him some wide receiver, but he'll probably be if they do have someone that we've got to watch, he'll be the one, probably the best athlete on the field for them.
So the Palestine Wildcats have not had a winning season since 2020 when they were 6-5. They have not won a playoff game since 2019. So that's your starting lineups: light fiber, Marshall's fast, reliable fiber internet with lifetime pricing. Guys, let's go ahead and quickly take a look around the district, brought to you by Marshall Lube and Auto, locally owned and operated for more than 27 years. If you're looking for car service, look no further than Marshall's Lube and Auto. Glenn, who you got?
Well, just start off with our district, who they're playing this week. We've got Texas High's playing at home. They're hosting Fayetteville, obviously out of Arkansas. Pine Tree is at Hallsville tonight. Mount Pleasant is on the road and at Sulphur Springs. There's big rivalry just down I-30. You got Jacksonville playing at Athens. White House is in Paris. And then Brian Rudder is in Nacogdoches, and that's the matchups. And I think maybe some of the uncertainty of the weather, looking at the scores, some games have already started. We had at least kind of 3 in our area that played last night. Elysian Fields beat Hawkins 39-14. Beckville all over Harleton 30-6. And Boscombe won big at against Union Grove 54-21. But there's about a half a dozen games that must have kicked off at 7, trying to get it in. If you're listed to us and away from Marshall, we did get a nice rain today, about a half an inch of rain on the east side of town. I'm not sure what we got here, but hopefully it's going to stay off for the next couple hours. We can get this game in without any delays.
So the Mavs have taken the field. You hear the Big Red Pride playing in the background. Marshall will come out tonight, white helmets, red tops, white pants. Palestine in all white. The Stormtrooper look, white hats, white tops, white bottoms, all the way down. So we're going to go ahead and talk about keys to the game tonight. Campbell Portable Building, where your building matters. Let's talk about keys to the game. What you got?
Well, I was going to say, you got the wrong team, Jay. The Palestine is. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Palestine is the Stormtrooper. They're all white.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Marshall. I'm sorry.
You
said right. I thought that's what.
So
was correct.
I'll tell you this. One of my keys is going to be not to play down to your opponent. You got to stay up, reduce the mistakes, and get more running game involved with different touches.
Yeah, that's going to be All week I've talked to Coach Hammett, and he has said, don't drink or don't eat the poison.
Yep,
No
drink the
rat
Kool-Aid.
poison this
No
week.
rat poison.
And everybody has told him, hey, this team's not any good. Well, that's how you lose a football game. So a great key to the game. What you got?
Well, I applaud Reggie there. That was not one of my key to the game, but I totally agree. You can certainly play down to your competition, and I'm sure our players have heard enough that they think they've got this game won before they take the field. But I think the key to the game is just exactly what Reggie said. Is what I was thinking. Just minimize the mistakes. Penalties, turnovers, and missed tackles. Just eliminate those, and the Mavericks will win tonight.
Be right
So
back.
there you have it, your keys to the game for Campbell Portable Buildings, where your building matters. So we're going to go ahead and take our last time out here in the TSTC pregame show. We're going to be back in 1 minute. We'll get this one kicked off, have the coin toss, and get this one going from Marshall's Maverick Stadium. Folks, stay with us. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Maverick Chevrolet, and we are beyond excited to be supporters of the Marshall Mavericks. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
If you're looking for work or your company needs assistance in finding workers, make One Call Staffing in Marshall your first call. One Call Staffing is not just a temp agency, they're a full-service staffing company ready to help you find the right career path for your skill set. They have several jobs available, such as machine operators and forklift drivers, clerical and data entry, maintenance, construction, and more. Stop by One Call Staffing at 4311 Elysian Fields Avenue in Marshall, or give them a call at 903-938-4040 to find out more. Your next job is waiting for you at One Call Staffing.
So, folks, welcome back here to Marshall's Maverick Stadium, where the Marshall Mavericks getting set to take on the Palestine Wildcats, week number 4 of the Texas high school football season. And a great night to be out. It is a beautiful night here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium. We're going to give you some interesting statistics here. Marshall and Palestine, they were district foes at one time, played every year from 1969 to 1973. The Mavericks were 4 of 5 in that stretch. But Reggie Cooper, listen to this statistic. Palestine has not won a game in Marshall since 1968.
Oh, my God. Since I was born.
57 years ago is the last time. And when they won that game, we weren't playing here. We were on West Houston Street.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
a long way away. I tell you what, if you're ever looking for some statistics for Marshall's Mavericks, anything Marshall Mavericks related, go over to marshallmavericks.net. It's not associated with the school district. It's just a guy here in town, Ryan Nolan, who does a great job with that site. So much fun to go see that. And there are a lot of communities that would really like to have that. He does a really good job. So a lot of the statistics that we pull from every week are from that site, marshallmavericks.net.
Thank you, Ron. I did get a text from Faye Whitlow, one of our former coaches and athletic
Coach,
directors
how are
here.
you?
She sent me a text and said that I was talking about the rain a few minutes ago. She said that it's like the last 24 hours. She's got about 1.64 inches of rain out there on Whitlow Farms out north of town off 1793.
Well, folks, we got a lot of folks listening tonight from around the area. I know Coach Huffines, Ted Huffines, and his wife Angela are in Austin for the football game, so they'll be listening tonight from Austin, Texas. Let us know where you're listening. We'll let you know that we know where you are. So,
well, speaking of listeners, Chase, and this is kind of a thank you to our sponsors, all the businesses and individuals around town that make this broadcast possible. But just know that your dollars are well spent. General Manager Ashley Dansby shared a couple of weeks ago after the Longview game that this broadcast that we put on the air and is filmed and you can watch on Facebook, she said about 42,000 views during that Longview game, which is just incredible. That's awesome. For a town our size of 23,000 people. But you have a lot of people that probably former Mavericks that are all over the country or maybe out of the country that listen to the broadcast. And we appreciate you listening, and we greatly appreciate our sponsors that we'll talk about all throughout the night.
And let's go ahead and mention those here tonight as we wrap up the TSTC pregame show. Your game tonight brought to you by Marshall Ford, Texas Bank and Trust, the Marshall Independent School District, Top Rocks, Edward Jones, Kyle Dansby, Attorney at Law, Keith Air Conditioning and Heating, Maverick Chevrolet, One Call Staffing, and Lewis Engineering. They'll bring you the game, and we'll give you the in-game sponsors here in just a bit. But the national anthem has been played. Both teams have taken the field. You've got the Marshall ROTC, which is a great program here at the Marshall High School that continues to grow, has won all kinds of awards here as of late. They are leaving the field as we get ready for the coin toss. The coin toss tonight brought to you by Marshall Valvoline Express Care, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs. Again, Marshall Valvoline Express Care. So it looks like, let's see who the captains of tonight are going to be. Looks like number 11, that's going to be Blanton Hale for Marshall. Number 10, it's going to be Jordan Deckard after his great game last season. Number 50, Eric Clow, and Mr. Everything, number 3, Alton Henderson. So they'll be out for the Mavs. Glenn, looking over there across the way, we've got Braylon Beckworth, the running back for Palestine. You got number 50, Caden Timmons. You got number 21, that's going to be Kaysen Applewhite. And I did not get
number 1, I believe.
No, it's Beck Severian Martin, number 2. The gentleman I talked about, that he's the one that's verbally committed to Texas Tech. He's defensive back, wide receiver.
You have a 2 and you have a number 1 out there as well.
Yeah, I think Chase mentioned that's Braylon
the back.
Beckworth.
Got you. So here we go. Got the toss. Marshall again in the white hats, red uniforms, red tops. The Mavs win the toss. They elect to defer. So for the second week in a row, the Mavs win the toss. And for the second week in a row, the Mavs will defer to the second half. So Marshall will put that defense out first. Palestine will receive. They have elected to go left to right. They'll move to the west here tonight at Marshall's Maverick Stadium. So about to get this one kicked off as we end our pregame show, brought to you again by TSTC Marshall. Don't fumble your future. Score big with TSTC Marshall. We're just so lucky to have TSTC here, the collaborations they have with the Marshall Independent School District. Those are only going to grow with our new CTE facility. If you haven't seen that, folks, 16,000 square foot facility approved by bond by the voters here in our community. It's going to have a state-of-the-art automotive, welding, and building trades. It's absolutely fantastic.
I had the opportunity, I guess it's been maybe a couple of months ago now, to tour the new facility at TSTC. They're basically diesel mechanic, just a huge facility. You can see it from 59 as you drive by. I encourage you to reach out to the staff there if you'd like to see what they're doing at TSTC. They are putting a lot of men and women at work in quality jobs with a career.
So here we go. Going to have your first half kickoff. Again, brought to you by Legacy Gym, locally owned and operated. Your best fitness journey starts here over on South Washington. Great place to work out. I go there about 4 times a week. So go sign up. You can go anytime. It's got keyless entry. So here we go. We got our first kick tonight from Jesus Grimaldo. It's a deep kick. It'll drive the Wildcats back to the 1-yard line where it'll be fielded there. There's Jordan Deckard. He'll get away from Deckard. He'll get away from 2 Mavs and a shoestring tackle there. Good job there by Ridge at about the 28-yard line.
I tell you what, Ridge Martinez just saved a opening kickoff touchdown. The returner for Palestine, he had found the seam, headed towards the visitor sideline, and Ridge got him by the ankle and brought him down. It's going to put him down, it looks like, about the 28-yard line where Palestine will open their first possession here.
11:52 to go after a big return of about 27 yards. They'll mark it at the Palestine 28-yard line from the left hash. 2 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback will be in the shotgun with the back to his right. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll cross the 30. They'll mark it at the 31. The ball is out. Let's see what the Mavericks come away with it.
Yep, they sure did. He's already come back after being out last week. Devon Tucker, he tackled the running back right there at the line of scrimmage, and the ball popped out, and the Mavericks are going to take advantage of the first mistake as they'll start their opening possession at the Wildcat 32-yard line, just 13 seconds into the game, and the Mavericks have already forced a turnover and are looking to get out in front here early tonight at Maverick Stadium.
Well, you talk about stealing possessions, Reggie Cooper, and there's one right there. The Mavs will steal the first possession. They'll get the first turnover of the football game from the Palestine 32-yard line. First down and 10, Marshall. 1 receiver split wide each side. From the right hash, Alton under center here. He'll hand it off to Denaj right side. He'll make 1 man miss. He'll cross he'll get to the 30, looks like.
I think they're only going to give him a yard, Chase. Looks like both wing officials are at the 31. Not much of a hole. He tried to run between the center there, Andrus, and the right guard, Saseda, and just not a hole for him to run through. So it'll be 2nd and 9 here as they look to run their second offensive play of the night.
Yeah, Marshall comes away. If you're just joining us, it's 0-0 here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium. But the Mavs get a fumble on Palestine's first play of their first possession. 2 receivers split wide to the left. Alton Henderson under center will move now. Ashton and Russell Crawford right to left. Takes the snap, hands it off going left. One stutter step there from Tahj. He'll make one man miss, cross the 30 to the 29.
Yeah, they tried to go the other side of the line, running over on the left side behind Clow and Perkins, and Montgomery's able to get a little bit more yardage on that second down carry. He's going to pick up 3, and it looks like it's going to be going to give him 2. It'll be 3rd and 7 here as the Maverick offense is going to face their first 3rd and long of the night.
Yeah, first opportunity for Marshall to pick up a 3rd down. They're inside the 30 at the Palestine 29-yard line. 10:31 to go here in the first. 2 receivers split wide to the left. It's going to be Aiden Green and number 1, Jamarian Sparks. Alton will take it in the shotgun. He'll keep it left. He'll cross the 25, still on his feet. He's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards. They'll mark him at the 24.
Yeah, that'll be a 5-yard carry on that 3rd down. Alton running behind Perkins over on the left side. Looked like they kind of snagged his face mask. It wasn't bad. There was no penalty or flag thrown. It's going to be 4th and 2, and the Mavericks are not even going to flinch. They're going to keep the offense out there on 4th and 2.
9:57 to go here. Marshall still in their first opening possession, going for it here on 4th down and 2 from the Palestine 24-yard line. The ball will be spotted just inside the left hash. So 2 receivers split wide to the right will be Green and Sparks. It'll be Alton Henderson. It's a bad snap way over Alton's head.
Just lay on it. Just lay on it.
He is going to it's going to be a huge loss all the way back to the Maverick 45.
Well, that's just like a turnover. That's really the first bad snap the Mavericks have had all season on offense. The ball sails over Alton Henderson's head all the way out to the 45-yard line. Because that was 4th down, the ball will turn over to the Wildcats, and they're going to have excellent field position here as they'll start their second possession at their own 45-yard line.
That was a huge win for Palestine there.
That's a negative 21 yards there for Alton, and that is something we haven't seen all season. So 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats from the Maverick 45. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback is number 18, Noah Hutchinson. Takes the snap. He hands it off up the middle. He'll be hit right there. Oh, good run from number 1, Beckwith, and he'll take it up to about the 50.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get tackled just beyond the line of scrimmage, but Beckwith was able to push forward, and he's going to take it out to the 49. He's going to pick up 4, and the Wildcats are in somewhat of a hurry-up offense here.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Again, it'll be number 18, Noah Hutchinson, the junior, in at quarterback. 2 receivers split wide left, 1 to the right. Ball right in the middle of the field here. It'll be doubles each side. Beckwith, a good, strong runner. Braylon Beckwith, he's a senior for Palestine. They're going to take this down inside 7 seconds. They may not get this off. 4, 3, 2, and he'll snap it right with 1 second. He'll be hit in the backfield by Big Breon. No gain. He'll lose 1.
You talking about running into a red brick wall. Beckwith, he ran between the 2 9s on Big Braylon's chest, and he did not go in. Actually, I think they're going to mark him for a 1-yard loss. Braylon able to get some penetration there and catch him in the back, just into the backfield for – he'll make it 3rd and 7 now here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think that's called being swallowed at the line of scrimmage. So 3 receivers split wide to the right, 1 to the left here for Palestine. It'll be Hutchinson in the shotgun here. He's got Beckwith to his left. 3rd down, about 7, maybe 8 for the Wildcats. Takes a snap, drops back, looking to pass. Marshall with some pressure. Here comes the screen. It'll be overthrown, incomplete.
They had tried to run a screen over to the left side to Beckwith, and the ball just beyond his fingertip. It's going to fall incomplete, and that'll force the Wildcats into a punting situation as they'll have it 4th and 7 at their own 48-yard line with 7:55 left to play here in the first quarter.
So Marshall's defense gets stop number 2, aided there by Big Breon's stop on 2nd down on that loss. So back deep here, it looks like that's going to be Hale for Marshall. He'll stand right at the Maverick 20. Palestine will be punting here from their own 48-yard line. Punter standing back about the 34. So here we go as we await the snap. Snap is back. Good snap. Here comes the kick. It'll be a high kick. This one's going to be short. Here comes Hale to make the catch, and he'll make the catch right at the 26-yard line. So a good job there from Blanton Hale.
Absolutely. He was surrounded by Wildcats, had one all the way around him, and he's able to concentrate on that high punt and catching that puts the ball down at the 32-yard line. He lets it hit the turf, and it may go 10 or 15 yards towards the Maverick end zone. So great job there by Hale.
Reggie Cooper, that's harder than it looks to catch something that high. Gets out of the lights and then comes back into the lights. That's difficult.
And that was kind of a wobbly punt, too, which is probably even more difficult than one that's somewhat spiraling.
The defenders position themselves very good around him, so it makes it difficult.
So first down and 10 for the Mavs from their own 26-yard line. One receiver split wide each side. Alton Henderson under center here with a back behind him. Ashton Sparks will be immediately to his right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Denaj. He tries to get something, nothing there. Might give him a yard, but they're getting penetration there at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, Chase, just in my early observation here, just less than 5 minutes into the game, this is a much improved Palestine team than what we saw last year, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, that's a no gain there for Denaj, and Marshall's going to have to get in. They got some big kids up there. Number 71, Jaden Jackson. He's a sophomore. He's a real big kid.
Yeah, and we don't have heights and weights for the opponents here, but we can tell you just from viewing, they are pretty sizable.
So second down and 10 for Marshall from their own 26-yard line. Alton Henderson in the shotgun with the back to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it going right side. He'll be hitting the backfield. Somehow gets away from one, still on his feet. He'll cross the 30.
He's going to they're going to put him at the 30. He ran around the right end over there, and he's going to get a 3-yard gain. So it's going to be another 3rd and 7. The offense is sputtering somewhat here early on in the first quarter. This looks to put Mavericks in probably a passing situation, you would think.
They've gotten a lot of pressure up front. Number 21 there, Kason Applewhite, the senior defensive lineman, was in the backfield before Alton could even really get a handle on the football. So here we go, 3rd down and 7 for Marshall from their own 30-yard line. 0-0 our score here at Maverick Stadium. 6:20 to play in the first. Two receivers to the left. Alton drops back looking to pass. Oh, now he's going to tuck it and run. No, he's going to throw it out there. He's got a man wide open at the 40, 45, 50. He'll be thrown out of bounds at the 46 of Palestine. What a play.
I tell you what, that was outstanding poise there by Alton Henderson. He scrambled out of the pocket, looked like he was going to tuck it and run, and then starts running kind of down the line of scrimmage, and he finds Denaj down the sideline.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage go the Mavericks. Alton Henderson under center here. He'll hand it off left to Denaj. Big hole there. Alton will cross the 45 down to the 43.
That'll be a nice gain there. That's going to be about a 4-yard gain on first down, the best first down play the Mavericks offense have had so far tonight.
So
set them in a 2nd and 6 situation, because they're well over into Wildcat territory now with 5:48 to play in the first quarter.
They're going to mark that right at the 42-yard line. Excuse me. I said 43. It'll be the 42. 2nd down and 6 for the Mavericks as they're on the move. 5:37 to play here in the first. We're scoreless from Maverick Stadium. From the left hash, one receiver split wide right will be Aiden Green. It'll be Sparks down here on the bottom. Alton Henderson in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass. He'll step up, has a man deep, looking for Green. Oh, and it's knocked away.
That was pretty good defense there. The ball a little underthrown. He had a open receiver. That was Aiden Green, straight run down it's like a straight post pattern, and Alton put just a little bit too much air under it, and it is going to fall incomplete.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for Marshall, again from the 42-yard line of Palestine here. Aiden Green will come off. It's a big 3rd down. That'll stop the clock. 5:18 to go here in the first. Again, scoreless from Marshall's Maverick Stadium. To the line of scrimmage we go. Two receivers split wide to the left will be Sparks and Ridge. Alton Henderson will be under center. We've got some confusion here. I think Marshall's going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they were going to do a tackle over, Chase. They had moved Antoine Sims over and Perkins both to the right side, but they're not going to be able to get it off and have to burn their first timeout.
So that's your first Clay Allen timeout of the night for Marshall. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Maverick Football on the heartbeat of East Texas.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough, they're off to college. And as time goes by, the cost of college tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expense may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. Your local Marshall financial advisors, Edward Jones, can share strategies to help tackle growing college expenses. Call our local Marshall offices to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Well, back here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium as we come out of Marshall's Clay Allen timeout, 5:18 left to go here in the first. We're scoreless, and Marshall's looking at a big 3rd down and 7. 2 receivers split wide to the right. 3rd and 6. Alton Henderson will be in the shotgun here with the back to his right. He'll take the snap. He'll keep it himself over right side, and he'll pick up the first down.
Yeah. They came back out with what they were in before the timeout. They moved Sims and Perkins over to the right side of the line. They were stacked over there, and Alton Henderson ran right behind those big boys, and he gets enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mavericks at the Wildcat 35-yard line.
And that's the Mavericks' second Dairy Queen first down of the ninth. They'll spot him down at the 35. It's going to be a gain of 7 there for Alton. So he's getting back some of that minus 21 he's got to work his way back off of on that sack. So 1st and 10 now for Marshall from the Palestine 35-yard line. 2 receivers split wide to the right. It'll be Alton Henderson in the pistol. Takes it, hands it off, coming left to Denaj. Big hole out there. Denaj will carry a man across the 30. They'll mark him at the 29.
He's running just over the left end there. And actually, that's going to be Doug Johnson. That's going to be his first carry of the night. That was number 22. He's giving Denaj a break at tailback, and he gets probably his best run of the season. He's going to pick up 6 yards on that first down carry.
Yeah, good job there from Doug Johnson. That is by far his best run of the season. Hit the hole quickly, and that sets Marshall up in a good short down in distance here early in the sticks. 2nd down and 4 for the Mavs from the left hash. 1 receiver split wide right, 1 to the left. Alton Henderson in the shotgun here. Looks to the sideline, gets the call from Coach Hammett. Takes it, going to fake the handoff, rolls to his right, looking to pass. He's going to get – I thought he was going to get sacked, and I don't know how he got away. He almost picked up the first.
The defender didn't know whether should I tackle him or to go for the ball.
Yep.
Make up your mind.
And Henderson, he tucked it in, and what looked like was going to be about maybe a 4 or 5 yard loss. Alton turns it into a
3-yard gain.
Yeah, 3-yard gain all the way down to the 26-yard line. The Mavericks will have it 3rd and 1 as they're almost to the red zone here. Neither team has penetrated into the red zone tonight. So with 3:25 to play, we'll see if the Mavericks can continue this drive here on a 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1. Boy, Alton's so strong, able to pick up 3 yards there. So 2 receivers left. Alton in the shotgun with the back to his left here. 3rd and just about 1. Takes it. He'll keep it running left. Big hole to the outside. He'll cut in at the 20, still on his feet. And he'll carry about 9 Wildcats with him down to the 12.
I tell you what, he runs just like a running back. He puts his head down. He continues to drive those legs, and he ran again over behind Perkins and Sims on the left side, and he picks up a big first down, and the Mavericks do push it inside the red zone all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Another Dairy Queen first down for the Mavs, their 3rd here of the night. So it'll bring up 1st down and 10 inside the Austin Bank red zone for the first time tonight with 2:49 left to go here in the first. Again, we're scoreless for Marshall's Maverick Stadium, but Big Red on the move. This will be from the left hash. Marshall's slowly coming.
They're going to have to hurry this one up.
Yeah, down 5, down 4. They're going to get set. Got to hurry. Will he get it off? He will not. Well, they're going to say he did. Gives it to Doug Johnson going to the right.
Yeah,
that was slow developing there.
That was a gift.
Yeah, if you'll notice, Doug Johnson, who
Let's go,
first couple of games put the ball on the turf, and that carry he had a couple of plays ago, as he began to get contact, he put both arms around that ball, and he did it again there. So the young sophomore is learning his lesson of protecting the football.
So Marshall will pick up 2 there on 1st down, and I don't think they got that off before the play clock expired. So Marshall got lucky there. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 8 from the 12 or the 11-yard line. Alton Henderson in the shotgun with the back to his left. 1 receiver split wide each side. Everybody in the box here for Palestine. Going to take the snap, fakes it. Going to go, there goes Alton Henderson to the outside, to the 5, to the 4, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're going to give him the score. Didn't know if he was going to say his knee was down, but he does punch it into the end zone. So the Mavericks, with 1:42 to play in the first quarter, they're going to take the early 6-0 lead, and the extra point team will come on out onto the field to try to tack on the extra point.
That's a big, big deal to score first in any football game, because puts the other team on the defensive. What a good run there from Alton Henderson. I didn't know if he was going to get in. The last minute dove those last 3 yards, and gets the touchdown. Here's the point after the kick is up, and it is good. So, folks, your new score, it's Marshall 7, Palestine nothing. 1:42 to go here in the first. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Maverick Football on the heartbeat of East Texas.
Texas Bank and Trust understands that through the years, your banking needs change.
From starting your very first savings account to buying your first home, from creating your own business to securing your financial future. Wherever you are in life, whatever your banking needs, we've got the solution.
Texas Bank and Trust. Strength, stability, service. Now more than ever.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
What we doing, man? Shout out to the Mavericks, man.
Well, folks, welcome back here to Marshall's Maverick Stadium. The Mavs go 11 plays, 73 yards. That's capped off by an 11-yard run from Alton Henderson over the right side, and the point after was good. So the Mavs get their first Trust Technology Consultants touchdown here in the football game. And again, the Holloway Carpets extra point was good. So the Mavericks lead 7-0 with 1:42 to go in the first. That's your Smitty's Car Wash Clean Drive scoring recap, where the drive to be clean meets the drive to win. So it's what we needed, guys. We'll take it.
Absolutely. And we'll see here if we get a little bit better coverage from our kick coverage team as Jesus will get ready for his second kickoff of the night.
So Grimaldo kicking right to left. Here he comes, and he likes to put it there in the corner. This one's going to be a little short. It'll be taken right at the 8-yard line. Marshall trying to get down there into coverage. They will. Good tackle. Oh, got to hold on. And that Palestine Wildcat will carry a Maverick to the 25. Good run.
He got down. He was hit just inside the 20, and he breaks that tackle. Looks like Natavian Johnson ultimately made the tackle at the 25-yard line, which is where the officiating crew will spot the ball, and the Wildcats will have their third possession of the night here in the first quarter, as they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tell you what, talking to Coach Reyes before this football game, he's got a ton of sophomores. This is a good-looking young football team. I think in a couple of years, this bunch is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, we may be wishing that we don't play them.
Yeah, 2 receivers split wide each side here for Hutchinson. He'll be in the shotgun. He'll have number 1 Beckworth to his right. 1st down and 10 for Palestine. Takes a snap. Beckwood's going to keep it. Oh, turns it up inside. The ball is out, and Marshall will recover. That's Deckert at the 26.
Yeah, the ball was stripped out. The quarterback wanted to shoot the ball, and I didn't get the Maverick that actually stripped it, but that was Deckert on the recovery, and the Marshall Mavericks will have their gifted second turnover of the night in Wildcat territory, so the Mavericks will have their third offensive possession. They'll start at the Wildcats' 27-yard line. Well, they'll have it 1st and 10 and 1:30 to play here in the first quarter.
Jordan Deckert, number 10, recovers that one. That's his second fumble recovery in as many games at the Palestine 27-yard line. That's where Marshall will start with 1:30 to go here in the first. 7-0 our score, and the Maverick defense suffocating the Wildcats here early.
Well, again, that Maverick defense that we've seen play so well over the last couple of weeks, they have forced 2 big turnovers in about 10.5 minutes here.
So 2 receivers split wide to the right. That's going to be Sparks and Aiden Green. Alton Henderson will be in the shotgun here. Got a back to his right. Can't get that number. So here we go. That looks like might be Douglas Johnson. It is. Drops back to Alton Henderson looking to pass. He'll get to the outside here. He's going to have to get this one away. He does. Great pass to the 15 to the 10 to the 4, and that's going to be Russell Crawford.
That's the big tight end, Russell Crawford. He was open way over there on the visitor sideline. He found him around the 15-yard line, and he was wide open. Henderson gets the ball to him, and Crawford takes it all the way to the 4, where it'll be 1st down and goal for the Mavericks.
23-yard pitch and catch there from Alton Henderson. 1st down and goal for Marshall. They'll hand it off going left and get to the outside. No.
Wow. That's going to lose a yard.
Almost running
Doug Johnson, the sophomore running back, once again. And the defense is like the number 20, I believe. Unite Briscoe.
He doesn't make that tackle, and that's a score.
Yeah, he scores. But the defender there did a great job tackling out there in space. So it'll be 2nd goal now as they're in the Austin Bank red zone.
Yeah, that's one you got to cut. He was trying to get to that corner. Should have cut up a little bit earlier there.
Couldn't get those shoulders turned.
So 41 seconds left to go here in the quarter. 7-0 Marshall in the first, but the Mavs knocking at the door They are at the 5-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. Alton Henderson in the shotgun. He's going to follow Montgomery, gets to the outside. He's going to push. He's going to get to the 3, and they're going to give him the 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him all the way to the 2, where it's going to be 3rd and goal now for the Mavericks. He ran that one over the right side, and he fought for every one of those yards. And Palestine really doing a good job wrapping up on their tackles.
That'll bring up 3rd down here inside the red zone. 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. And they're not going to run another play here in the first. And we will end the first. Marshall 7, Palestine nothing. Folks, stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds for those Brad Burris Century 21 first quarter stats. Stay with us.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Maverick Chevrolet, and we are beyond excited to be supporters of the Marshall Mavericks this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
Well, folks, welcome back here to Marshall's Maverick Stadium, where the Mavs will take a 7-0 lead into the second quarter. They will have the football from the 2 when we return. Glenn, you got some scores from around the area.
I tell you what, Chase, we really got some great football games in East Texas. Now, I'm not going to hit them all, but I'm going to hit some of the big ones. A big game, the high school game of the week is Kilgore at Pleasant Grove. Kilgore's leading that one 9-6. The Lobos ran a shootout with Ruston, Louisiana. Lobos just took the lead. They're up now 21-16. Texas High hosting Fayetteville, Arkansas. They're up 21-8. And the big shocker, a game that I thought would be competitive, Chapel Hill is at Carthage, and they lead the Chapel Hill Bulldogs lead the Carthage Bulldogs 21-7.
So here we go, folks. Marshall knocking on the door. 3rd down and goal for the Mavs from the 2-yard line. 2 receivers split wide to the right. Alton Henderson in the shotgun here. He's got Denaj Montgomery to his right. Takes the snap. He'll follow Denaj right side. He is in the end zone for the touchdown. So there's yet another touchdown from Alton Henderson. That is his 2nd Trust Technology Consultants touchdown of the night.
I tell you what, going spanning back over last week, including the passing touchdown, that's 8 touchdowns that Alton Henderson has been involved in, 7 of them on the ground with his legs and 1 passing. And now the Mavericks looking to take a 14-0 lead here. First play into the second quarter.
As we await the Holloway Carpet extra point. Marshall with a 13-0 lead. Snap is high to Ridge, and he does not bring that one down. It'll jump to Jesus Grimaldo. That snap was way too high.
Yep,
that will be an incomplete conversion there for Marshall.
That's going to be our first failed extra point attempt for the season. I guess you classify it as a miss, even though he didn't get a chance to kick it. But the snap sails high, so the Mavericks are unable to convert the try, and it'll be 13-0 with 11:55 to play here in the second quarter at Maverick Stadium.
That's your Smitty's Car Wash clean drive recap, where the drive to be clean meets the drive to win. That's a 4-play drive, 27 yards there for the Mavericks after the fumble recovery from Jordan Deckard. I tell you what, that's where we want to be. Obviously, you want to get that point after, but that Holloway extra point, we hope that doesn't come into play tonight. But 13-0 your score here, Marshall, with 11:55 to go in the second.
Well, I'm glad to see the offense. They struggled there on their first couple of possessions, but they're able to kind of find some rhythm, and they now have scored in 2 consecutive possessions. They have been gifted 2 turnovers tonight by the Wildcats. So Jesus Grimaldo will trot out on the field with his troops, and they will look to pin the Wildcats deep here as we flip the field here. Wildcats now going west to east.
We're going to give you those first half stats right after this kickoff here from Jesus Grimaldo, kicking from his 40-yard line. 2 Wildcats back deep. They've really done a good job. Is that number? I think that's number 4, Colt Metters. Hard to see those jerseys back there. Here comes the kick. It'll be a pooch kick from Grimaldo, and it's out on the turf. On the turf, it'll be recovered by Palestine at the 36.
Good heads-up play.
There comes the flag. I was thinking that should have been – he did call for a fair catch, and it looks like a Maverick. It didn't really hit him, but his hand went in and kind of stripped the ball. So I think that's going to be kick catch interference against the Mavericks, which in my opinion is a good call. I hate to see it go against the Mavericks, their first penalty on the evening, but that's going to penalize the Mavericks. And it's going to push the ball across midfield over into Maverick territory where the Wildcats are going to have their best field position of the night.
Yeah, that's going to give them really good field position. Is that a 10-yard penalty?
15.
15-yard penalty. That'll put them all the way down at the Maverick 42.
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's got to be what the call is.
Yep. That's exactly what it was.
Kick catch interference on Marshall's number 17. That was a good call. And that'll march the Wildcats in their best starting field position here of the night. All the way down to, what is that, the
43-yard line. Yeah, when that hand goes up for a fair catch, you cannot touch that the gentleman that's trying to catch the football. You got to leave him alone.
11:52 to go here in the second. 13-0 Marshall. Two receivers split wide each side. Hutchinson back to pass. This one's tipped, and it's picked off. Oh, here he goes. Number 7 for Marshall. That's going to be Shepard.
I thought he put it on the turf, but I guess he's kind of bobbled it. His back was to us.
He was making sure he had it secured.
That was Shepard. That's going to be the third Wildcat turnover in just over a 12-minute span. And the Maverick defense has called the Wildcats to cough the football up once again, and they'll take up shop here at the 47-yard line of their own 47-yard line, where the Mavericks will be in business again. 11:45 to play here in the second quarter.
And I tell you what, Marshall had not had an interception on the season until right then, fourth game of the year. And it comes from Joel Shepard, the guy that's leading the team in tackles. Good play there from Jordan. So first down and 10 for the Maverick offense from their own 47-yard line. Two receivers split wide to the right, one to the left. From the left hash, Alton Henderson will be in the shotgun with a back to his left. We'll look to the side here, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off going right. What a good catch, a run there from Tahj Montgomery to the 45 to the 43.
He's going to take that, I think, all the way for a first down. They are going to give him the line to gain. They're moving the chains. That was some fantastic running there by Tahj Montgomery as he kind of jukes and jives and spins and all the way into Wildcat territory for a first down.
Another Dairy Queen first down for the Mavs, their fifth of the night. So first and 10 for Marshall from the Palestine 43-yard line. Great run there from Tahj. So two receivers split wide to the left, one to the right. Out here we got Russell Crawford man-to-man. They'll move Tahj to the other side here of Alton Henderson. He's standing back at about the 48. Takes it, quick pass to Russell Crawford, caught at the 35, and he'll fall forward to about the 34.
I really like that call. Russell Crawford out here one-on-one, the big-bodied tight end standing 6'4". He just ran and broke it off about 4 yards down the field. Henderson puts it right in his bread basket, and he takes it down for a 9-yard gain. I really like the call.
Second down and 1 for Marshall, just inside the 34-yard line of Palestine. 13-0 our score, 10:33 to go here in the second quarter. Marshall's offense on the move again after the third turnover of the night for Palestine. One receiver split wide to the left. Alton Henderson under center here with Tahj behind him. He'll toss it to him going left. Big hole out there. Tahj will cross the 30. He'll take it down. They're going to give him maybe the other side of the 30.
I think they're going to put him right at the 30. That's where the head linesman is, and they're going to move the chains. The Mavericks offense is starting to click. Good, strong running across the left side there by Tahj Montgomery. They'll move the sticks. The Mavericks looking with 10:06 to play here in the second quarter. They've got it first and 10 at the Wildcat 30-yard line.
4-yard pickup there for Montgomery. Another Dairy Queen first down, the sixth of the night for Marshall. 9:54 to go here in the second. 13-0 Mavs. Two receivers right, one to the left. Alton Henderson in the shotgun here with Montgomery to his left. Takes the snap, hands it to Tahj coming right. He'll make one man miss, but a good tackle at the line of scrimmage. Hold him to a gain of only about 1.
Yeah, Tahj is getting quite a bit of work tonight here. He's our featured back, and not a whole lot to gain there on first down, so it'll set it up as 2nd and 9. And the Mavericks here looking to try to push this thing out to a 3-score lead as they've taken advantage of 3 big miscues by the Wildcat offense. 2 turnovers and an interception here early in the first half.
We can't tell you folks at home how big they are up front. Their two defensive tackles are really, really big. Ethan Thomas and number 71, Jaden Jackson. Two receivers to the right. Alton Henderson in the shotgun here on 2nd down and 9 from the Wildcat 29. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it right side. He's got a little hold to the outside. He'll make one man miss to the 25, 20, to the 15, to the 10. He'll cut back inside. Ooh. Spin move. Touchdown, Alton Henderson.
What a fantastic run by Alton Henderson. I tell you what, he got around the right end there, and it was just all Henderson. It looked like a playground or an obstacle course. He was dodging those defenders. And he goes in literally untouched as he spins into the end zone for his 3rd score of the night. And we'll see if the Mavericks extra point team here can convert here to make it 20-0.
What a run from Alton Henderson, and the spin move on the end was the icing on the cake. So with 8:50 to go, Marshall with a lead as we await the point after. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. So 8:50 to go here in the half. 20-0 Marshall. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Maverick.
Lewis Engineering in Marshall has been supplying the defense, oil, gas, automotive, and other various industries with metal fabrication since 1961. They specialize in CNC machining, metal plating, metal stamping, and more. They're a family-owned business that would love to become your premier machining supplier. Call Doug Lewis for a free quote today, 903-938-6754, and visit their website at lewisengineeringco.com. Lewis Engineering is a proud supporter of Marshall Mavericks football on KMHT.
Well, folks, welcome back to Marshall's Maverick Stadium. The Mavs go 5 plays, 53 yards. Alton Henderson with an unbelievable 29-yard run. And with 8:50 to go, the Mavericks will take a 20-0 lead with another Trust Technology Consultants touchdown. The Holloway Carpets extra point was good. That's your scoring drive, your Smitty's Car Wash scoring drive recap. So, the Mavs, what a run there from Alton Henderson.
I'm going to tell you this. Their defensive line is big, but just like Longview, these turnovers start to wear down on you.
Yeah, they will. They'll be wore out in the second half as much as they've been on the field.
So here comes the kick from Jesus Grimaldo. They're going to do it again here, the pooch kick. It'll be fielded at the 30. He'll get away from a couple of Mavs and still on his feet. Marshall unable to make the tackle to the 40, to the 45. He'll be brought down at the 50, and that's just poor tackling for Marshall.
Yeah, that was Aiden Green ultimately on the tackle. I think he actually had a shot at him early on and missed the tackle, and he stayed on his feet and chased him down, but that was a pretty poor exhibition of tackling by the Maverick kickoff coverage team. So they will spot it at midfield. So the Wildcats will once again on the pooch kick that the Wildcats returned will have good field position here as they look to try to get something going offensively and try to get back in this football game.
20-0 our score. The Wildcats with great field position right at midfield. The ball spotted nose of the football's on the 50. One receiver split wide each side. It'll be Hutchinson in the shotgun here with a back to his right. That's going to be number 1, Beckwith. He'll take it. He'll hand it to Beckwith. He'll be hit in the backfield, and he'll gain about a yard. They'll mark him just shy of the 49.
Yeah, that was Devon Tucker and company on the tackle. He's going to get maybe a yard on that
first down. It's like they give him a half a yard.
Yeah, they're going to give him maybe a half a yard. Defense continues to play tough against the run, but those big bodies that really just anchor this Maverick defense.
2nd down and 9 for Palestine from the Marshall 49-yard line. 8:13 to play in the half. It's 20-0 Marshall. 2 receivers split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Hutchinson in the shotgun here. He's got Beckwith to his right. Actually, 2 receivers each side. He'll take the snap. Option going to the left side. Got some room out there. What a play from Jordan Deckard. He'll make the tackle at the 45.
I think there was a little bit of confusion in the Maverick defense. There was like we had 3 guys for the quarterback and left the pitch man uncovered, and he got outside. Didn't get a whole lot. Going to get almost 4 yards on that 2nd down carry where it's going to be 3rd and 6.
What a play from Jordan Deckard coming down from that strong safety position. That could have been a huge gain. It was only 3.
Yeah, because they gave him the
46. Yeah. So 3rd down here and about 6 for Palestine. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now 2 to the right. You'll have Hutchinson in the shotgun here with a back to his left from the left hash.
I'm not sure.
I think they're going to have to call a timeout. Yeah, there's going to be the first Clay Allen timeout.
Not too happy about it either.
Well, I think what happened there, if you'll notice, the guy that was in the slot, he ran over to the coach like he was possibly going to leave the field, and the umpire came up and got over the ball.
So quickly back to the line of scrimmage here. 2 receivers split wide each side. 3rd and 6. They'll bring a man in motion right to left. Hutchinson takes it, hands it off up the middle, and he is swallowed at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him 1 to the 45.
Yep, Breon right in the middle of that again. I don't think he actually made the tackle, but he disrupted the line of scrimmage, and some of his teammates brought down the ball carrier for a short 1-yard gain. And now it's 4th and 5.
So here we go. Big play here for Marshall to try to get off the field. Again, 4th and 5 for the defense. One receiver left, actually 2 each side here. Hutchinson in the shotgun. Long snap count. Now he'll look to the sideline to Coach Ray's. See if they change the play. Marshall will move Cordier Wilbert right to left. Now I think they're going to punt this. They're going to let the clock run out, and they're going to call their second timeout here of the half. So your second Clay Allen timeout. We're going to keep it right here and give you those first quarter stats brought to you by Bradbury Century 21, a select group. I'll tell you what, there wasn't a whole lot of stats there for Palestine. 2 fumbles, 9 yards rushing, no yards passing, and not much there for them in the first quarter. The Mavericks, on the other hand, 38 yards rushing, 47 yards passing, 85 total yards, and a 7-0 lead there at the end of the first quarter. And that is your first quarter stats brought to you by MISD School Board President Brad Burris of Century 21, a select group.
Chase, what happened on that previous play that if you were watching and kind of wondering what happened, it looked like the guy in the slot went over to the coach as if he was leaving the field. And, of course, you know, as you substitute, you got to give the defense the opportunity to do the same. And the umpire came as the clock was ticking down, and it did, in fact, go to 0, but they allowed them to reset it, and they didn't penalize them. But kind of an interesting situation there on that play.
So Palestine elects here to punt on 4th and 5 from the 45-yard line. Here's the snap back. Here's the kick, almost blocked from Marshall. It'll be taken by Blanton Hale. Good job there from Blanton again at the 18 on the fair catch, and that was almost blocked by big number 12, Devon Tucker.
Yep, again, good job by Hale receiving that ball, catching it, and keeping it from hitting the turf and preserving some yards there. So, but it will still be pinned inside the 20. Looks like they're going to put it at the 18, where the Mavericks will find themselves in their deepest hole or worse starting field position as we have 6:14 to play here in the first half.
So the Wildcats 0-3 tonight on 3rd down conversions. Almost get that one blocked. 2 fumbles and an interception for Palestine's offense here in the first. Marshall with a 20-0 lead, 6:14 to go here in the first. The Mavs, boy, if we could get a touchdown here, that would really put us in great position starting with the ball in the second half.
You could look at potentially a 34-0 lead if you can score on both possessions. Now so the Mavericks going to take a timeout.
No, I think we're going to keep it right here.
Clock was going down again.
Yeah, we didn't get on the field quick enough there. I think what we're doing tonight, you're seeing a lot of kids get a chance to play. I think we're trying to get a lot of kids in this football game.
Well, one thing I hope that we do, I mean, you kind of hate to open up the passing game with a big lead, but that's something that I think our offense really needs to work on and, not be a one-dimensional offense, even though Alton Henderson is a phenomenal runner with football as well as Tahj. But I would really like to see us kind of try to open up the passing game here as we've got a somewhat of a comfortable lead, and certainly in the possession, we got the ball now, and as you said, we'll get it to open the second half.
So here we go. The Mavs back to play. That's Marshall's second Clay Allen timeout of the first half. So 1st down and 10 for the Mavs from their own 18-yard line. 2 receivers split wide to the right. Alton Henderson in the shotgun with the back to his right. I believe that's going to be number 21, Montgomery. Alton will keep it coming right side. A lot of room for him to run, and that's going to be a holding penalty on Marshall.
Yeah, that's going to be the Mavericks' second penalty of the night. The flag came down from the referee in the backfield, and he's going to get one of the big boys for the Mavericks holding, so that's going to move the Mavericks back even further. It's going to move them all the way back to their own 9-yard line.
Yeah, holding on Marshall's number 56.
Yep. That was the sophomore right guard, Geraldo Ceseda. He's going to get tagged with a holding penalty.
So the Mavs' second penalty of the night. It'll back them inside the 10 at the 9. So Marshall now behind the sticks. 1st down and 20 for the Mavs. Got to get all the way out to the 28-yard line for a first down as we go under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. 20-0, our score. 2 receivers split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Got Tahj split out here with, looks like Russell Crawford. Alton Henderson under center will bring a man in motion. Here comes a little jet sweep. He'll get to the outside. Oh, that's going to be killed behind the line.
I tell you
what a good
they,
play from Palestine.
I'm not sure where all our blockers were, but they had about 5 defenders. The Maverick ball carrier, that was Aiden Green, and he had nowhere to go. And he's fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage. So after that 9-yard holding penalty, it's going to remain 2nd and 19 here with 5:25 to play in the half.
Yeah, he was swallowed up there. He got to that
by the
corner.
whole defense.
Yeah, it looked like everybody in white was over there. No gain on the play, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 20 for the Mavs. 2 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Alton Henderson in the shotgun here. He's got it back to his left. Takes a snap, drops back, looking to pass. Oh, here comes the screen, and it's a good play to the 15, to the 20, to the 24-yard line, and there goes Tahj Montgomery.
Yeah, very good play there. That's going to give the Mavericks some breathing room. He is going to be a little shy of the first down, but a manageable, about a 3rd and 4 as the Mavericks get it out of the shadows of their own goalpost, and a very well-executed screen over the right side, and Tahj takes it up the home sideline out to the 24-yard line.
Tahj with catches tonight of 24 and 15. It'll bring up 3rd down, about 5 for the Mavs. 2 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right. It'll be Alton Henderson in the shotgun here. He's got Tahj to his right. He'll take it, slow snap. Alton up in the middle. That's going to be a penalty on the.
I think it's going to be a false start against the Mavericks. They're going to have their
everybody went but the snapper.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be on Desmond Andrews. I think he snapped that ball late.
Everybody was on count, and he was off. But he's the one that counts.
That's right.
He's the man with the power, the man that moves the football, that gets everything moving. Now the Mavericks find themselves, they were in a very manageable 3rd and 4. Now it's going to be 3rd and 9. They'll need a big play here to keep this possession alive.
Yeah, the Mavs, if they get a first down here, it will be in spite of a whole bunch of penalties on this possession. So 2nd or 3rd down rather in 9. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Marshall in that heavy set formation left. Alton Henderson in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls out here looking to pass. Has a man across the middle. It's Russell Crawford. It's a first down to the 31.
That's his big target, the 6'4" tight end, Russell Crawford. I guess that's his 3rd catch of the night. And he's beyond the markers, so it's out to the 31. The Mavericks will move the chains.
Hey, man,
they'll keep this drive alive with 3:40 to play here in the first half.
I think that was actually Crookshanks. I think that might have been number 14.
Was that Crookshank?
Yeah, I think that was his first catch of the year. Yeah,
it was Crookshank. He is he another big target. He's 6'4", 179. Just a junior.
Great catch there from Crookshanks on 3rd down. The Mavs pick it up. So Alton Henderson looks to throw again. He'll split the defenders. He'll get to the outside. He'll pick up a yard, maybe 2. They'll mark him at the 33.
Yeah, he was no one to throw to and really nowhere to run, but somehow, as Alton Henderson often does, he makes some lemonade out of lemons and gets 2 yards on that first down play. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
So Marshall leading the game here on Dairy Queen first downs. They got 6, maybe 7. Wildcats none so far. So 2nd down and about 8 for the Mavericks as we go under 2:40 to play here in the half. 1 receiver split wide right. Alton takes it, drops back. Going to get it out there quickly to Jamarian Sparks. He'll cross the 40. They may give him the 40 and a half.
He's going to have him just short. Looks like they're going to put it right about the 40, be about a yard short, whereas it'll be 3rd down. The Mavericks have 2 minutes and 20 seconds here. Only 1 timeout on their column.
This has been the sharpest that we have seen Alton Henderson look throwing the football. Alton drops back looking to throw again. He'll get to the outside here, still on his feet. Now he'll cut it up to the 45 and step out of bounds after he picks up the first down. What a play.
Very, very smart play there by Alton Henderson. He tried to wait to see if he had a receiver open up. Nothing happened. He takes it down the sideline, gets as many yards as he can, the first down, which is most important, and then he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 2:03 to play here in the first half.
What a big Dairy Queen first down for Alton Henderson. He gets it on third down. He looks like he's going to be crazy. He looks like he may get a yard or two. He gets 8.
And when he rolls out, you have to respect it because he could easily pop that pass out there.
So 2 receivers split wide right, 1 to the left. 2:03 to play in the half. 20-0 Mavericks. Alton drops back looking to pass. Has a man out there. He's going to, what a catch from Sparks at the 40.
Catch.
Wow, what a very athletic catch there. Jamarian Sparks. That may be one of the most impressive catches of the year. And the Mavericks will get the first down. And because of the 2-minute warning with 1:57 to play, the Mavericks will get an extra timeout, and they'll have a new set of downs. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 38-yard line, and the passing game is really clicking on this drive.
Yeah, I said they gave him the 40, Reggie Cooper. They gave him the 38, so that's going to be a pickup there of, is it 14 or 16? We started from our 48.
With a 48.
I may have given you some bad numbers there. They gave him 2 more yards than I actually told you that they gave him.
We're at the 48 of our side, their side.
Our 48 down to the 30. What? 30.
Eight.
It's 10.
Yep.
That's going to be 10 on the dot, isn't it? No. That's going to be from our 48 to their 38. So that's going to be 14. That's going to be 14. So I tell you what, Alton Henderson, he has 6 completions in a row. He is really on target tonight. What a catch from Sparks.
We have really got a good receiving course and some big targets, and they're really doing a great job catching the ball with their hands, not letting the ball get to their body.
That was a beautiful snag there.
So another Dairy Queen first down for Marshall. I believe that's the 9th of the night here. So 1st and 10 from the Palestine 38. Marshall up 20-0. Alton's going to keep it left side. Big hole out there, and it closes quickly. He'll cross the 35 to the 34.
Yeah, he's gonna get about 4 yards on that play. That's nothing really developed. He was trying to run around the left end over there and kind of waited for a hole to open, and he does find one that gives him 4 yards on that first down carry.
Quickly, 2nd down and 6 as we go under 1:30 to play. Alton takes it, hands it off right side to Tahj, and he'll get down to about the 31-yard line. They're going to give him the 30 there.
That was a big swarm of Wildcats that bring him down, but he will get another 4, looks like. It'll be 3rd and 2 here. The Mavericks trying to manage the clock with under 1:15 to play here in the first half. They've got 30 yards to go to pay dirt.
We'll go under a minute here before Marshall will get this snap off. Again, 3rd down and 2. Coach Hammett taking his time here. 20-0 our score as we go under a minute to play here in the first. 2 receivers split wide to the left. Alton Henderson in the shotgun. Play clock under 5. Now down to 4, down to 3. Alton will take it. He'll snap it, drops back looking to pass. Has a man out there. The catch will be made by Aiden Green, still on his feet at the 25-yard line. He'll be slammed down about the 23.
A good catch and run there by Aiden Green, the sophomore receiver, and he gets the Mavericks another first down, and they will stop the clock on the first down as they move the chains, but it looks like the Mavericks will use their final timeout.
We're going to keep it right here. Their last Clay Allen timeout of the first half. 38 seconds to go here in the half. It's Marshall 20, Palestine nothing. The Mavericks with the football at the Palestine 23-yard line just outside the Austin Bank red zone. What you think you've got no timeouts. You've got at least 3 plays.
Well, I'd say this almost kind of takes the running game out of play here because if you run the ball, I mean, just the time to set the ball, get your offense lined over it. You don't really want to waste it down by spiking the football. So I look to see the Mavericks try to throw the ball possibly into the end zone to some of their big targets. This is a great time to work on that. And, if nothing develops, an incomplete pass, you got time to run your field goal team out there. This would be from where it's spotted right now, would be a 40-yard field goal. And I think that's certainly well within Grimaldo's range.
You realize they have 1 possession in the whole quarter here?
Palestine has 1 possession?
Yes. We've had the ball just about the entire time.
Well, I'll tell you, Alton Henderson has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 7 straight completions.
And I tell you what, their defense is going to be gassed in the second half.
So here we go. From the left hash, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Alton Henderson in the shotgun, back to his right. He's going to take the snap, rolls out, got some time. He's going to take it to the corner of the end zone, and it's knocked away at the last minute. Great play from Palestine.
Yeah, that was very good coverage. They're kind of down there in the corner of the end zone. That's number 5. That's Ashton Cook on the coverage. He had Aiden Green kind of covered up. A pretty good pass there by Alton Henderson, but he gets a hand up and bats it away, and it falls incomplete. Only 6 seconds runs off the clock. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 32 seconds left here in the half.
So here we go. That'll stop the clock. 32 seconds to play. A lot of time here for Marshall. 2nd down and 10 from the Palestine 23. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Got the big guy Russell Crawford out here just inside the right hash. Alton takes it, drops back, looking to pass. He'll step up in the pocket's got a man out there. Oh, he just sails it over Doug Johnson, had him for a touchdown.
Doug Johnson came out of the backfield and ran right up the seam, and he had a step behind the defender, but Alton puts a little bit too much on it. Johnson unable to run under it, so it'll fall incomplete. Now with 27 seconds left in the half, it's 3rd and 10. We'll see what the Mavericks draw up here. If they try to pass again, and think that they might attempt a field goal if they're unable to convert a 1st down or a touchdown here.
Boy, he was open, too. That was a great play call. 2 receivers to the right. Alton Henderson here on 3rd down and 10, and Palestine will call their last Clay Allen timeout of the first half. We're going to keep it right here. I think this is their last time.
Now I think they got 1 left. They had 2 before that, according to the board out there, so they'll have 1 remaining.
The one timeout that wasn't a timeout. They got the reset on the clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, gentlemen. Alton has played, as far as throwing the football, best game of the season for him so far.
Without a doubt. And the passes that have fallen incomplete have not been bad passes. The one that was broken up, that was just great coverage. I mean, he threw it about where you had to throw it to where it could be caught, and just good cover. Got to give credit there to the Wildcat defender. And then the last play there to Johnson, it was a little overthrown. A nice pass, just sailed just beyond his fingertips there, right in the middle of the end zone.
Again, 20-0 is our score here right before halftime. 27 seconds left to play here in the half. Marshall trying to get in the end zone one more time from the Palestine 23-yard line. Ball will be spotted left hash. 1 receiver split wide right either side. Got man-to-man out here. Looks like that's going to be Jamarian Sparks. Oh, he takes it, drops back, is looking for Sparks. He's going to go to the outside here. He's going to let this one sail to the end zone, to the corner, and it's going to be picked off.
It's going to be picked off. That is going to be an interception again. Good coverage. That's just a mistake there by Henderson. He just kind of threw a 50-50 ball up. The defender won the battle, and that's going to leave the opportunity possibly to get a field goal out there on the field. So the Wildcats will take possession of the football at the 20-yard line with 19 seconds to play. You would think they would probably just take a knee here. They've turned it over 3 times. They certainly don't want to give it right back to the Mavericks.
That was a 13th play of that drive. Marshall went all the way down from their 9-yard line, turned it over in the end zone there. So the first mistake really of the night for Alton Henderson. He's been about flawless. And Palestine comes out in a very strange formation. That is as victory-esque looking. They've got a pistol formation with a back on either side of the quarterback here. Let's see what they do. They'll take it, and take the knee, and they'll go into the half here. No more snaps in the first half. So your score at the half, it's going to be Marshall 20, Palestine nothing. Folks, stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes, and we'll give you the Nash Trucking halftime scoring recap, and we'll tell you everything that happened here in the first. So stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Marshall Maverick Football on the Heartbeat of East Texas, KMHT 103.9 FM.
Nicholson Contractors is an established excavation contractor based in Marshall, Texas, specializing in all aspects of dirt work, land clearing, excavation site preparation, drainage, demolition, and debris removal. Call Nathan Nicholson at 903-926-7084 and let the experienced team deliver reliable and efficient solutions for your next project. Nicholson Contractors, proud sponsors of Marshall Maverick Football. Go Big Red.
The CTE program at Marshall ISD provides opportunities for students to explore their interests and get a head start on their future career. The newly completed CTE building benefits our students with state-of-the-art equipment. Our newest partnership with Kilgore College and the Marshall Fire Department allows students to attend a fire academy and start working as a firefighter upon graduating high school. We are home to one of the largest FFA programs in the state and are continuing to improve with the addition of our new animal quarantine space. Visit marshallisd.com to explore what opportunities await. Excellence. It's what Mavericks strive for.
Top Rocks offers a wide variety of rocks, gravel, or dirt for your next commercial or residential project. They've got crushed iron ore, SB2, limestone, clay, and now in stock plastic and tin horn culverts up to 60 inches in diameter. Owner Michael Nash has been in the business for over 20 years and has the lowest overhead, competitive pricing, and personalized service. Open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 at 1902 North Franklin in Marshall. Call Michael Nash at Top Rocks, 903-660-7711, or visit Top Rocks on Facebook.
When it's time to have your heating and cooling unit serviced, call Keith's Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Marshall, Hallsville, Jefferson, and surrounding East Texas areas since 1975. Keith's Air Conditioning takes pride in offering top-quality service and top-quality products by Train, the comfort specialist. Residential or commercial, big or small, Keith's Air Conditioning sees to it that the job is done right the first time. Just call Brian Keith, 903-935-3664. Keith's Air Conditioning. It's hard to stop a train.
Well, folks, welcome into halftime here. The Nash Trucking scoring recap will be coming to you here shortly from Marshall's Maverick Stadium, where your Mavericks have a 20-0 lead at the half. It's been all Marshall here so far, and I believe we're going to get these statistics here from you for Reggie Cooper. These are your Brad Burris. Let me see here. Which quarter am I in? I'm in the second quarter. This is your Brad Burris, MISD School Board President. Second half or first half stats. Let's see. Show me what we got here.
Man,
so
Mark,
that is
total
totals for the Mavs. Rushing totals. Reggie Cooper showing me 102 yards rushing for Marshall in the first half. 111 yards passing. So 8 of 11 that goes Alton Henderson for 111 yards. That's his best output so far this season. 213 total yards of offense for Big Red. Palestine, on the other hand, not a whole lot over there. They're not even going to have, oh my goodness, 5 total yards there in the second quarter, only 9 total yards in the first quarter. So Palestine is going to have 14 yards of total offense here in the first half.
And no first downs.
And no first downs, and they're going to have 2 fumbles.
And an interception.
And I'll tell you what, with all of that, I would be thrilled that I'm only down 20-0.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still a manageable football game for them.
Yeah, if they, of course, their defense, as we talked about, they're going to probably be gassed in the second half because they've been on the field a long time. But if the Mavericks can come out in the second half of this opening possession and take it down the field and punch it in out the 27-point lead, I think that'll kind of put this one away.
I got Big Joe Martino in here with us and Topher Patty on the board back there, letting us do what we do. But
good to have Topher back on the team after a 3-year hiatus.
Yeah, Skittles all abound next week.
Skittles Patty is back on the board.
I'll tell you what. Let's talk a little bit about Alton Henderson. Unbelievable first half performance from him. He got the 1 interception, maybe the only thing he did wrong at all, and that was just a 50-50 ball trying to get the ball in the end zone. So 8 of 11 goes Alton for 111 yards passing. Again, his best output so far throwing the football. He's looked really good.
He really has. I mean, of course, some of that run, that I guess the last touchdown he scored, that was about as good a run as you'll see, especially from a quarterback. Of course, he's a running back converted to quarterback, and he took that one in about a 20-yard run, and he ran around defenders and spun and juked his way into the end zone, and that was a fun run to watch here on the home sideline. And he has given the Mavericks 3 scores tonight on his legs, and the Mavericks, as we said, have got a nice, comfortable 20-0 lead here at Maverick Stadium.
Alton with 13 carries in the first half, 69 yards and 3 touchdowns. That would be 13 carries for 90 yards, but he had the big snap over the head, so he gets penalized with a 21-yard loss there. But that's not really on Alton. So he is just a phenomenal athlete. He is playing really well. So, again, Marshall with a 20-0 lead here at the half as we see the Palestine band doing a great job here behind us as we get our scores and everything in. But Glenn, go ahead and give us a look around the area and look around the district.
Yeah, I tell you what, there is some, as mentioned earlier in the broadcast, some really good football matchups here in East Texas. Of course, told you if you missed it, if you weren't with us during the pregame, there were several games played last night. Legion Fields victorious over Hawkins, 39-14. The Bearcats of Beckville beat Harleton. They played them at home, beat them 30-6. Wascom all over Union Grove, 54-21. Those are finals from last night, and your live action tonight at the half. Pittsburgh leads Jefferson. They're playing in Pittsburgh. That was 22-19. The Pirates with the lead. Big matchup. The game of the week in the National High School Football Game of the Week. Kilgore at Pleasant Grove. The Bulldogs lead the Hawks. The 12-6 in that matchup. There's been a back and forth over in Ruston. The Lobos are over playing in Ruston, Louisiana tonight. They trail that one 22-21, and they've just started the third quarter over in Ruston. Texas High is leading at the half over Fayetteville, Arkansas, 28-15. Got a little bit of a surprise here. The Tyler Lions are leading Lufkin in Lufkin, 14-7. The Bobcats over in Hallsville are trying to seek out their first win of the season. They're tied at the half against Pine Tree at 7. Tatum's leading West Russ 10-0. That one's late in the second quarter. Jacksonville is being annihilated by Athens. They're playing over in Athens. That one's 35-7. Nacogdoches playing at home against Brian Rudder. They lead that one 21-7. And the other big game in Carthage, the Chapel Hill Bulldogs are visiting tonight, and that one is knotted up at 21. The Chapel Hill led it at one time, 21-7. Carthage has come all the way back and tied that one up. About 4 minutes left to play till halftime. Another district opponent, White House, is at Paris, and they trail that one 14-7. District foe Mount Pleasant trails. They were up 3-0. Now they trail Sulphur Springs 14-3. And then the last kind of area school that I have, Tyler Legacy playing at home at Rose Stadium, and they are leading the Crowley Eagles 24-7. That one's late in the first half.
Yeah, that's a pretty good win there or game for Tyler Legacy, 24-7. So they're looking to go to 2-2 on the season there. So Marshall's next opponent, Mount Pleasant, you just mentioned, down 20-3 to Sulphur Springs. After this game tonight, guys, Marshall will get a much-needed bye, allow some people to kind of heal up a little bit before we go into district play. Love the fact that our bye game sits right there. I think that's going to help us.
That's a good way to kind of split it. This is the last dress rehearsal. These games, of course, you want to win them all, but this is non-district. When you really get down to it, doesn't mean a whole lot. But the Mavericks are looking to try to finish the non-district schedule at 3-1, take an off week next week to get healed up and kind of get tuned up. And we'll travel up to Mount Pleasant in 2 weeks to take on the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Well, folks, let me go ahead and quickly give you that scoring drive recap in the first half, brought to you by Nash Trucking. If you walk on it, drive on it, build on it, or park on it, Nash Trucking can lay it all down for you. Scoring tonight, all Big Red. So the Mavs take a 7-0 lead in the first quarter with 1:42 to go there in the first. The Mavs cap off an 11-play, 73-yard drive on the legs of Alton Henderson. Takes a run out 11 yards. The point after was good, and the Mavericks had an early 7-0 lead. So we would go to the second quarter, 7-0 our score. At the 11:55 mark early in the second, the Mavericks would finish a 4-play, 23-yard drive after a fumble recovery by Marshall's defense at the Palestine 23. Alton would take it in from 2 yards out. The point after, no good, and the Mavericks would take a 13-0 lead. The Mavs would get on the board again with 8:50 to go there in the second. Marshall goes 5 plays, 53 yards after another turnover from Palestine. That a interception by number 7, That was Joel Shepard, the first pick of the season for Marshall. Alton takes it in 29 yards on a beautiful run with a spin move to cap it off from the 5. The Holloway carpet point after was good. And that's your scoring drive recaps there of the first half. 20-0 Marshall at the half. Again, your scoring drive recap brought to you by Nash Trucking. If you walk on it, drive on it, build on it, or park on it, Nash Trucking can get it done for you. Reggie Cooper, let's talk about some of these individual statistics in the first quarter, or first half, rather. Again, Alton Henderson, 8 of 11 for 111 yards, 13 carries, 69 yards, and what was that? 3 touchdowns for him. And Tahj, how's old Tahj doing tonight?
Denaj Montgomery, we've got 26 yards on 8 rushes.
And I tell you, he's really doing it through the air as well. This has been Denaj's best football game catching passes out of the backfield. I've got him for 2 catches for 39 yards. And really, we've seen something tonight, guys, from Marshall offensively that we have not seen this year, where Alton, he waits patiently, and he looks like he's going to run, and at the last minute, he dumps it to that last, or that first little bleed out, I guess, that relief valve, if you will.
Yeah, the thing is, though, the defenders have to respect that.
Yeah, he's got good enough composure that he can continue to run, trying to make something happen, but he's continuing to watch the field, and as he has receivers open up, before he crosses the line of scrimmage, he's able to pass that ball off, and we've seen that several times where it looked like he might just tuck it and run, and then makes the decision to complete a nice pass.
That puts your offenses in a bind, or your defense in a bind, because Alton can hurt you, obviously, running the football, but if that's another arrow in his quiver, that is going to make it rough to defend him as we move through this season.
Yep, that's kind of open it up to where you're not just a one-dimensional, because you just, like we saw against Longview, I mean, Alton's a very good runner, but if you're a good defensive ball team and all you've got to do is defend the run, you can shut a team down.
Well, folks, here come the Marshall Mavettes. As we do each week, we're going to let you watch and listen to them. The Mavettes, under the direction of Jordan Hounsell, Assistant Director Haley Hockenberry. Your captains this year, Talia Burris-Crockett, First Lieutenant Brooke Cowart, Lieutenants Herminia Aguilar, Jaslyn Olvera, and Ketlali Ramirez. So with no further ado, we're going to let you watch the award-winning Marshall Mavettes.
The Mavette officers are Lieutenant Citlali Ramirez, daughter of Margarita and Jose Ramirez. Lieutenant Jimena Aguilar, daughter of Amelia and Ruben Aguilar. Lieutenant Jaslyn Olvera, daughter of Angelica and Lupe Olvera. First Lieutenant Brooke Cowart, daughter of Bertha and John Cowart. And your captain, Talia Burris-Crockett, granddaughter of Jerlene Burris and daughter of Kiwanda Burris. The Mavette social officers are Giselle Casares, Morgan McGuire, Leslie Olvera, Monica Trejo, and head social Annika Kerr. Mavette of the week is Emily Valles. Spirit Girl of the week, Noelle Puerto. The Mavettes are under the direction of Jordan Hounsell, assisted by Haley Hockenberry. Tonight, the Mavettes would like to entertain you with their jazz routine to Confident, accompanied by the Big Red Pride Marching Band. Thank you for your attention. We would like to also recognize our Mavet managers, Noah, Evan, John.
There you go, folks. The Marshall Mavettes doing another great job, another great performance, and they are just doing great this season. The award-winning Marshall Mavettes. And now we're going to let you listen to the Marshall Big Red Pride Core Style Band. Their 2025 competition show is called Viva El Amor. And here they come, the Marshall Big Red Pride, under the direction of Carlos Maldonado, assistant band directors Ivan Calzada, Jordan Wyatt, Callie De Jesus, Christy Royer, and Alexis Martinez. Your color guard director, Traven Akuan, Captain Gracie Robbins. So here comes the Big Red Pride. Again, your halftime festivities tonight brought to you by Maverick Awards and Gifts, where achievement deserves recognition. With no further ado, we'll let you listen to and watch the Big Red Pride.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, your 2025 Marshall High School Big Red Pride. Tonight, the Big Red Pride will be performing part of their 2025 program entitled Viva El Amor. Through vibrant Latin melodies, the Big Red Pride invites you to experience love in all its forms, the thrill of new beginnings, the warmth of connection, and the beauty that lingers long after the moment has passed. Our matrons of the band are Javarie Rhodes, Julian Gonzalez, and Violet Wade. Color our captain is Gracie Robinson. Solos for the band are Sebastian Cruz Monson, Oscar Munoz Rodriguez, Gael Valdez, Julian Gonzalez, and John Chris. Now, put your hands together for the Big Red Pride.
They need to let me be the band director for them. Goddamn. They need juvenile. They need to do something, all of that. This shit they do us right down. They need some all of that. I don't know what they got. I hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe, man. Do all that, man. We're gonna keep all the good news, all the Marshall football games. We're gonna stream that. But who is this? That can't be Marshall. Please don't tell me that's Marshall. I ain't heard it so hard to be a Maverick and that yet. That ain't us. They need to move bad that ring. I think whoever it is. Nah, that ain't Marshall playing that. There's too much going on to be playing that. Hell nah, that ain't Marshall. What is that? That's Palestine. Who? What? They did good. That's just not my preference. I want to hear something a little bit more cool. Palestine, they coming out there ready to go.
Big Red Pride, member of the week is Rogelio Lopez. Big Red Pride.
There you go, folks. The Marshall Maverick Big Red Pride. And what a good job.
Man, that was Marshall with that shit.
I tell you what, as you just mentioned when we were kind of off the air while they were performing, you said you don't know why there's not more people at the game. It's such fun. But, I mean, obviously what brings people out is football. But I tell you what, the halftime show, this Big Red Pride band, I mean, they are phenomenal. The Mavericks did a super job and just a great halftime show. And, you know, you'll see that throughout the season, especially when we get into district. I think Mount Pleasant, Texas High has some really good bands. So, you know, come out and looking for something to do. Come out and watch these Mavericks, and also the entertainment at halftime is just really superb.
Yeah, got a good crowd, home crowd here tonight for a non-district game. Obviously, you want the place to be packed out. We hope to see that here as we continue to march through the season. Cools off a little bit, but that's a great job there from Carlos Maldonado and his kids. You know, last year the Mavericks they went as far as they've ever gone in competition, and he told me before the year started, he said, I've got my eye on, I think we can make it to state. That was really good. I think
was
might
good.
Be
that
right.
was very, very entertaining. And the sound, I mean, was just magnificent. And they talk about home crowds and home games. If you're listening tonight and we love our listeners and we love bringing you the broadcast, but 3 weeks from tonight, I mean, we're off next week. The following week, we'll be on the road to Mount Pleasant. If you can't make that trip, please tune in. We'll bring you the game. But 3 weeks from tonight, we'll be at home for the district opener against the Texas High Tigers. I really believe we can knock them off this year. If the Mavericks continue to play like they're playing, that could be for the district championship. So go ahead and circle that on your calendars. That'll be October the 10th, Friday night here at Maverick Stadium. Go ahead and make plans to be here. And if you've not come to see the renovation, I mean, it is phenomenal. The new concession stand, the ticket booths, the track, it is really, really a nice venue. And if you've not been to a game in years, make a point to come in 3 weeks and support the Mavericks as we open district at home.
A lot of fun here out at Maverick Stadium. We're going to take our last break here in the Maverick Awards and Gifts halftime show. Again, your score at halftime. It's Marshall 20, Palestine nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Marshall Maverick Football on the Heartbeat of East Texas.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough, they're off to college. And as time goes by, the cost of college tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but that expense may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. Your local Marshall financial advisors, Edward Jones, can share strategies to help tackle growing college expenses. Call our local Marshall offices to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
If you are looking for work or your company needs assistance in finding workers, make One Call Staffing in Marshall your first call. One Call Staffing is not just a temp agency, they're a full-service staffing company ready to help you find the right career path for your skill set. They have several jobs available, such as machine operators and forklift drivers, clerical and data entry, maintenance, construction, and more. Stop by One Call Staffing at 4311 Elysian Fields Avenue in Marshall or give them a call at 903-938-4040 to find out more. Your next job is waiting for you at One Call Staffing.
Well, folks, welcome back here. We're leaving the Maverick Awards and Gifts halftime show. Again, your score from Maverick Stadium. It's Marshall 20, Palestine nothing. Marshall will start with the football to start the second half. And if you hadn't been out to a game this season, Marshall, several years ago, we installed some lighting system here that you can actually program. It flashes and does some neat stuff. The Mavs do that every time they take the field and after every touchdown. So it's pretty neat. Jacob Fulbright, Techline Lighting did that.
We don't have those annoying horns like some people do.
We do not have the horns. We do not have.
And
the
I'm
horns.
glad we don't. I like the lights.
Yeah. So Marshall will take the kick here. They will receive. They won the toss to start the football game. They elected to defer. So the Mavericks will start with the football to start the second half. Again, our score, it's Marshall 20, Palestine nothing at the half. Almost a flawless first half for Alton Henderson.
Yeah, it really was. He had the turnover, and you look at miscues. Don't want to focus on those, but things that we want to clean up. The Mavericks had 3 penalties in the first half. They had a kick catch interference of the 15-yard penalty, a 9-yard holding penalty, which half a distance of the goal. Had a false start for 5 yards, and then the 1 turnover. And then we did have 2 bad snaps. One that was the 21-yard loss on the offensive play on 4th down. And then had the high snap on the extra point, which makes the score 20-0 rather than 21. But those are things that we're going to clean up and need to get cleaned up before we head to Mount Pleasant in 2 weeks.
Back deep for Marshall here. It looks like that's going to be Doug Johnson standing at his 10-yard line. I believe that's going to be Aiden Green here closest to us. And Palestine will be kicking right to left here. Yeah, there's old Green. Got to turn that jersey to me. Here comes a pooch kick. It'll be taken by Marshall at the 40-yard line.
Good job. It's
good
the number, I think. Was that Russell? I think, yes, Russell Crawford, kind of that up back position there. He fields the very short kickoff and at the 40-yard line. So the Mavericks will have a short field here to open the second half. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
39.
Guys, the funny part about that, so Russell, he caught that and it looked almost like he went into a fetal position. He like curled up real fast.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You're not going to get this football from me."
So Marshall will start from their own. Actually, they're going to mark that at the 39. So the Mavericks will start there from their own 39, 1st down and 10 here to start the second half. Great field position after Russell Crawford catches the pooch. 2 receivers split wide to the left. It'll be Alton Henderson under center. Got a back behind him standing right about the 33-yard line. Alton looks to the sideline here, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to, I believe that's Denaj. Who makes one man miss to the 50, still on his feet to the 45 to the 43. What a run from Denaj.
I mean, that was outstanding work there by number 21, Denaj Montgomery. His first carry to start the second half. He punches it across midfield all the way down to the Wildcat 41-yard line. That was at a 20-yard
run.
Exactly a 20-yard gain there to open the second half. very nice run there by Tahj, taking some of the load off Alton Henderson.
His best run of the night almost matches his output for the first half. So 20 yards there from Tahj, 1st and 10 for the Mavs from their own, or from the 41-yard line of Palestine. Pistol formation here. Handoff to Tahj, right side. He will get across the 40, still on his feet. He'll take it down to the 36.
Well, I tell you what, he took some punishment there. He was wrapped up by number 22, Cesarian Cummings, and then number 5, Ashton Cook, came in and laid a blow on him, but Tahj, he held onto the football. He's going to get about 4, almost 5. Going to give him 5 on that carry. He'll cut the line to gain in half, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Mavericks here on their first drive to open the second half.
25 yards there for Tahj on 2 carries. So it'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Mavs from the Palestine 36-yard line. 2 receivers split wide to the left from the right hash. It'll be Alton under center here. Got a back behind him. Goes to Doug Johnson, left side. What a spin move from Johnson. Second spin. He'll pick up the first down, and he'll take it to the 29.
I think that's going to be another nice run by Doug. Doug Johnson, the sophomore, he's going to take that, looks like 7 yards across past the first down marker and to move the chains again for the Mavericks.
And that's going to be a gain of, I believe, 6.
7.
Yeah, looks like we've got a Wildcat down on the field, so we'll stop play here. Might want to go to a break here.
Yeah, we're going to take 30 seconds, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. 20-0 your score from Marshall's Maverick Stadium. Folks, stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Maverick Football.
When it's time to have your heating and cooling unit serviced, call Keith's Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Marshall, Hallsville, Jefferson, and surrounding East Texas areas since 1975. Keith's Air Conditioning takes pride in offering top-quality service and top-quality products by Train, the comfort specialist. Residential or commercial, big or small, Keith's Air Conditioning sees to it that the job is done right the first time. Just call Brian Keith, 903-935-3664. Keith's Air Conditioning. It's hard to stop a train.
Top Rocks offers a wide variety of rocks, gravel, or dirt for your next commercial or residential project. They've got crushed iron ore, SB2, limestone, clay, and now in stock plastic and tin horn culverts up to 60 inches in diameter. Owner Michael Nash has been in the business for over 20 years and has the lowest overhead, competitive pricing, and personalized service. Open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 at 1902 North Franklin in Marshall. Call Michael Nash at Top Rocks, 903-660-7711, or visit Top Rocks on Facebook.
Well, back here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium, the injured player for the Wildcats, number 21, that's going to be Kason Applewhite. Helping him off the field, looks like a lower leg injury there.
Well, the good news is he's, with some help, he's able to get off the field. I was afraid there when he first went down that it was going to be pretty serious and maybe have to bring, the cart or something out. But with the help of some trainers and athletic staff, they're going to get him off the field. That's a big loss for the Wildcats. Number 21, he's played an outstanding.
You don't want to see either.
Yeah, I know you don't want to see anybody get hurt, but he's been a force there on the defensive line.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Alton Henderson. First down and 10 from the 29. Drops back looking to pass. He'll roll to the right. He's got a man out there if he wants him, and he'll just throw this one away.
Good job by Alton Henderson. He held it as long as he could hold it. He was well behind the line of scrimmage. Certainly didn't want to take a loss there, and nothing developed, so he's able to get the ball beyond the line of scrimmage, and it'll fall incomplete where it'll be 2nd and 10.
Had a man, if he could have moved back inside the field of play, I think he might have been able to complete that pass. But like you said, he held on to it as long as he could. So falls incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for Marshall. 10:19 to go here in the third quarter. It's 20-0 Mavs. Trying to tack on to this lead here from the Palestine 29. 2 receivers to the right. Alton Henderson under center. Here goes the handoff coming right. Big hole up the middle for Tahj. He'll take it across the 20 to the 18.
That's actually going to be Doug Johnson on the tote there. That's going to be his longest career run. That's going to be about 11-yard gain there for the sophomore backup running back, Doug Johnson.
Good job there from Doug. That's a great run. He needed 10, and he got 11. That is going to be his best run of his young career. So first down and 10 for the Mavs. Another Dairy Queen first down for Marshall inside the Austin Bank red zone here. First down and 10 with a 20-0 lead, 9:54 to go in the third. Alton Henderson under center. He's got Doug Johnson behind him. He'll take the snap, hands it to Johnson going left. Man, there's a huge hole out there. He'll get through the first wave, and he'll take it across the 10. They'll mark him at the 9.
Yeah, he's going to get 9 yards on that carry. That's looks like 20 yards on his last 2 totes, averaging 10 yards a carry. And he's helping this Maverick offense down inside the red zone where they'll have it 2nd and 1 from the 9.
What a good job from Ashton Sparks and Russell Crawford. They just kind of gave him a crease out there. He jumps through it. 2nd down and 1 for Marshall. 2 receivers right. It'll be Alton Henderson under center here, offset. Got a guy behind him, Ashton Sparks to the left. Takes it. He'll hand it off to Doug Johnson. He'll make one man miss. He'll take it down to right about the 5.
That's where they're going to stack him up, and he will get enough to move the chains. Actually, they'll lay the chains down. It's going to be it'll be 1st and goal
from the 5
from the 5-yard line. It looks like that's where they'll spot him. So they'll have 4 downs to try to punch it into the end zone as we roll down under 9 minutes here in the 3rd quarter at Maverick Stadium. 20-0 your score. Mavericks over the Wildcats.
Going to be a 4-yard pickup there for Doug Johnson. He's had 3 straight carries, an 11, a 9, and a 4. So Marshall now inside the Austin Bank red zone. 1st down and goal from the 5. 2 receivers split wide to the left. It'll be Alton Henderson. Oh, he's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, I don't think he liked something. The clock was running down, and he didn't have time to get it off, so he wisely calls a timeout to avoid that 5-yard penalty. So it'll be 1st and goal when we return. The Mavericks will spend 1 timeout here on this first drive.
So we're going to take the Clay Allen timeout with them. 8:35 to go here in the 3rd. 20-0 Marshall. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us.
Nicholson Contractors is an established excavation contractor based in Marshall, Texas, specializing in all aspects of dirt work, land clearing, excavation site preparation, drainage, demolition, and debris removal. Call Nathan Nicholson at 903-926-7084 and let the experienced team deliver reliable and efficient solutions for your next project. Nicholson Contractors, proud sponsors of Marshall Maverick football. Go Big Red.
Well, back after the Clay Allen timeout at Marshall's Maverick Stadium, the Mavs looking at 1st down and goal from the Palestine 5-yard line. Glenn, what we got going on around the area real quick?
Well, the big games don't have time. Well, they're coming back up, but real quick, the big game, been watching, it's tied down in Carthage, 28-28, Chapel Hill, the Battle of the Bulldogs.
So here we go, 1st down and 10, or 1st down and goal rather. Marshall from the 5. Alton Henderson in the pistol. Here he's got Doug behind him. 2 receivers split wide to the left. Takes the snap. Going to give it to Doug going right. He'll get to the outside, trying to get to the corner. He'll run over a Palestine defender. And he'll take it to the 2.
I tell you what, he inflicted some pain on number 3, Don Brooks. He hit him head on.
All right,
and he is certainly a little slow getting up, but man, what a bruising carry there by number 22, the sophomore Doug Johnson. He's not real big, 5'7", 159. But I tell you what, he delivered a punch there on that 3-yard carry.
The Mavs using a lot of clock here in the 3rd quarter. We go under 8.5 to play in the 3rd. 20-0 our score. 2nd down and goal for the Mavs from the 2. The ball will be from the right hash. 2 receivers split wide to the left. Alton Henderson under center. He's got Doug behind him. He'll give it to Doug. Left side, he walks in untouched for the touchdown. And the Mavericks will tack on 6.
That's right. That's Doug Johnson. That'll be his first career varsity touchdown, and he takes it right in through the A-gap on the left side of the offensive line into the end zone untouched. And just like that on this opening drive, the Mavericks extend the lead to 26-0. The extra point team is on the field to attempt the point after.
Got to love it. He comes off the field. Everybody giving Doug a high five. His first high school touchdown on the varsity.
All right, look, Doug. I see you, baby.
What a way to build your confidence.
That's right. As we await the Holloway point after, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:25 to go in the 3rd, Marshall extends that lead 27-0. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Maverick Chevrolet, and we are beyond excited to be supporters of the Marshall Mavericks this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work.
Well, folks, back here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium, the Mavs go 8 plays, 61 yards, a 2-yard touchdown run there. Your Trust Technology Consultants touchdown, 2 yards from Johnson. And how many carries, how many yards did he have on that, Reggie?
He had 36 yards on that.
36 yards of that touchdown drive was to Doug Johnson. His first touchdown of his high school career here at Maverick Stadium. The Holloway Carpet point after was good. And that is your Smitty's Car Wash clean drive scoring recap. Marshall with a 27-0 lead.
A beautiful sight.
Yeah, that's a great run. That's a good job from Doug. Giving a little confidence, running the ball well there. So here comes the kick from Jesus Grimaldo. 2 men back for Palestine. Let's see where he puts it. Here comes the deep kick.
Thank you.
High and deep, taken by Palestine right at the 6. Marshall's got some defenders there, and they'll make the tackle at the 14.
I tell you what, Deckard, it's like a short sprint, and Deckard, he is flying down the field. He's avoiding those blockers, and he's usually the first one there to the ball carrier, and he forced him to the ground inside the 15. They'll mark it at the 14, and the Wildcats are going to look to gain their first down here, as they were blanked in that category in the first half. So we'll see if they can get anything going here offensively.
Got to sit with Jordan and his dad last night at a Marshall little event with some guys down here with the football team. He's a great young man. It was a pleasure spending the evening with him last night. So here we go. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hutchinson in the shotgun. He'll hand this off up the middle. Oh, my goodness. Big Breon and a loss of 2.
Was that Breon or was that Godzilla?
Goodness gracious.
He just covered him up and threw him to the ground. I think he had a little celebration there with his teammate, Devon Tucker. He was kind of celebrating with him, but Breon having a nice night there at the nose guard position.
Man, I mean, Breon was on him as soon as he got the football. Loss of 1 on the play. 2 receivers split wide each side. Hutchinson in the shotgun, back to his right. He's going to pitch it to the outside. Got some room there. He'll cross the 20. They're going to mark him. Let's see.
Is that their first down?
He's going to be a little short. They're going to be about 2 yards short of their first down of the night. We'll see if the defense can get them. They're actually going to get all the way down to the 18th. It'll be 3rd and 1.
That's been their best play of the night, that little option pitch there. So from the 23, they need the 25 for a first down. So 3rd down and about 1.5. 2 receivers split wide each side. Hutchinson in the shotgun. He's got back to his right. That back is, I believe, Beckwith, number 1.
They better hurry. They're fixing to get a penalty here. They're going to have to call timeout.
Yeah. Palestine not able to get the playoffs, so they'll take their first Clay Allen timeout of the second half. We're going to wait. Here comes number 20. Let's see here. Here comes number 96, Tupac Holmes, the senior, 5'10", 286. I think they're going to get him in here on this play.
They're probably certainly expecting a short yardage run. If they don't convert here, Chase, they'll have a tough decision to make. Obviously, they're down by 4 possessions, 4 scores, and of course you're deep on your end of the field. If you're unable to convert a first down, do you punt it away or do you go ahead and try to advance it for a first down and at least have a chance in the game?
Ooh, Reggie Cooper, I think I'm punting. Yeah, Reggie's got punt safe. Punt safe.
Punt safe.
So here we go. Big play for Palestine here in the 3rd quarter. Again, 27-0 our score, 6:57 to go in the 3rd. Palestine looking at 3rd down and 1 from their own 22. They need the 24. It's actually at the 23.
23.
Here. So Hutchinson in the shotgun. Beckwith to his right. They're going to run the option out there. He fumbles the football. It's down on the turf, still on the turf. I think Marshall's going to recover it at the 15.
Yeah, the Mavericks are going to get their 3rd fumble of the night and the 4th turnover overall. They are forcing the turnovers. The Wildcats are still unable to convert a first down, and the Mavericks will keep the shutout and the shutout in the first down column out as they'll take possession of the ball at the Wildcats 16-yard line for their 2nd possession of the second half.
Who got that? Who recovered that fumble?
I could not tell. There was a bunch of bodies scrambling for it, and I could not tell who came up with it.
They're going to give Marshall the football at the 16-yard line of Palestine here with 6:50 to go here in the third.
It was
And
just,
that goes with a young team. We just said how young the team is.
Yeah.
They're going to be good.
Yeah, that was just a bad pitch, or there he just never did catch it, and it ended up on the turf.
So 2 receivers to the right. Alton Henderson on first down here. He's in the shotgun with the back to his right. Takes it, drops back, looking to pass. Gets it outside to Tahj to the 15, and they'll take it down to about the 13.
Yeah, he's going to get about 3 on that first down carry to Tahj. He might have got away with leaving just a tad early out of the backfield. His number was called on that little flare out of the backfield, and he was anxious to get there, but the officials did not call it, but they're only going to give him 2. But another completion for Alton Henderson as they move it down inside the 15. The Mavericks did start inside the red zone on this possession.
So inside the Austin Bank red zone for Big Red. Second down now and about 8. Got Ridge out there at the top. Got Crookshanks at the bottom. Alton Henderson under center. He'll hand it off going right. Good move there from Tahj. Keeps his feet. Will he get in the end zone? He's going to get to the 2, and there's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, I think that is going to be a face mask. The line judge there gets his flag on the field. He was really running hard. He was wanting to get into pay dirt, and I think he did get face mask, and we're fixing to see the call here. Unfortunately, that'll only be about a 1-yard penalty, but it will push the Mavericks down just outside the goal line. They'll have it first and goal inside the 1 as they look to extend this 27-0 lead.
Great run from Tahj. Man, I hope we give him the football so he can get that touchdown. He was so close.
Has he scored? I don't know that he scored this year, has he?
He scored this year, yes, but not tonight. Tonight he's got couple of touchdowns on the year. He's got 3. So let's see if he can get this one in here. He's behind Alton. They'll give him the football going left. He'll run over a Palestine defender, and he's in for the score.
And there go the flickering lights again. And now the Mavericks are out in front 33-0. The extra point team will trot out on the field, try to make it 34-0 as we're over halfway through the third quarter. 5:37 left to play here. And the Mavericks are rolling to their 3rd victory of the season.
My guess is that that may be all you see tonight of Alton Henderson. 5:37 to play, 33-0 as we await the point after snap back, hold down, kick up. It is good. We're going to keep it right here as we give you that scoring drive recap. Let's look at that. That didn't take very long there, guys. 34-0, Big Red.
Yeah, the Mavericks have benefited from some short fields tonight, thanks to the turnovers gifted to us by the Palestine Wildcats.
So another big Trust Technology Consultants touchdown there. That is a 2-yard plunge from Tahj Montgomery. He'll pick up his 4th touchdown of the year. The Holloway Carpet extra point was good. Holloway Carpet serving East Texas for all your flooring needs since 1971. The Mavs take that. Reggie Cooper, what was that, 3 plays?
3 plays. Mm-hmm.
3 plays.
And they started at the 16.
That's not a long drive there. 3 plays.
That was all Tahj, wasn't it? 2 runs and one catch.
So we got two rushes, one catch for 2 yards, and then we had the 1-yard penalty.
So there you go. That's your Smitty's Car Wash clean drive, scoring drive recap. The Mavericks with a 34-0 lead, 5:37 to play here in the third.
All kind of topics we talk about.
Great game here at Maverick Stadium. Marshall's looking good on all sides of the ball. Palestine's still looking for their first down of the night. So here's the kick from Jesus Grimaldo, taken by the Wildcats at their 5 to the 10 to the 15. He's out of the gate. And he'll make another man miss to the 35, to the 40, to the 42. Wow, Marshall's having trouble tackling on kickoffs.
That has certainly been the biggest bright spot, for really the only bright spot for the Wildcats has been their kick return team, which they've had several opportunities to return the football, and they've had several nice returns. That I believe that was number 5, Ashton Cook on the return. And he's going to carry it all the way out to the Wildcat 45-yard line.
There's one thing tonight that Marshall can work on going into the off week. It is giving up a 97-yard return last week.
And I think we're going to must have had a face mask or something, because there's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Mavericks. So the ball will move over midfield all the way over to the Marshall Maverick 40-yard line, where the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 inside Maverick territory.
Wow, they're absolutely their best field position of the night for Palestine. So 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats from the Marshall 40. From the left hash, one receiver split wide each side. Hutchinson takes it, hands it off to running back up the middle, and what a play from Cordier Wilbert, loss of 3.
Yeah, Cordier. Now there's a flag comes in late. I'm not sure if that's going to be a face mask, but it was a good play by Wilbert. If he didn't get his hand in there, looks like that could possibly be the call.
I thought he had him by the. I didn't think he had him by the face mask. I think he had him by the
collar.
By the shoulder pads.
Yeah, they are going to say he got his face mask, and that's going to be the first down for the Wildcats. They're going to get it on the benefit of a penalty. They'll enforce it from the previous, from the line of scrimmage, which was the 40. They'll take it all the way to the 25, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Their first down of the night, coming with 4:52 to play in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hutchinson will send the back out in the flat. Here comes Marshall with the blitz, and they'll take him down on the sack.
Oh, my word. That was Breon, and that quarterback may be hurt. He put all 318 pounds on him, and that had to hurt. But what a blitz. That was, I don't know that I've ever seen a nose guard come through with such force, but he found his way to the quarterback, and that's going to be about a 8-yard loss.
Yes.
So it'll be 2nd and 18, and the Mavericks have the Wildcats going in reverse.
Tell you what, it's bad news for district foes, because I'm going to tell you what, Big Breon Williams is figuring this game out.
He's gaining steam each and every week.
There are going to be a lot of people knocking on that young man's door. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and another timeout here for Palestine.
Yeah, and just to think, he's just a junior. Ooh. And I tell you what, guys, we think about the defense that we had last year, which was incredible. And some of those guys, the Jaden Cooks, Devontae Robertson, I didn't think there was any way we could be anywhere close as good defensively as we were last year. And I tell you what, you take the addition of Blanton Hale and the play of Jordan Deckard and Justin Murray and Monte Hayes in the secondary and in our linebacking core. I mean, they are really, really good.
Yeah,
defense just keeps reloading, doesn't it?
It is a testament to what we're doing here, what the coaches are doing here, what they're building here. I mean, these kids believe in this system, and it shows each and every week. And I'm telling you, that Breon, the last 3 weeks, the light has turned on for him.
Yeah,
I mean, he is playing lights out.
I tell you what, you definitely going to have the opportunity to probably see him play on Saturdays here in a couple of years.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left, 2nd down, about 16 for Palestine. Hutchinson takes it, hands it off up the middle. Guess who? That's going to be 0, Brandon Richardson.
Yeah, his teammate there on the front line, Brandon Richardson, getting in on the action. He'll get credited with that tackle. It'll be about a 3, maybe 4-yard gain.
3.
But it's going to still be a long 3rd and 15 for the Wildcats. You think they're most definitely in 4-down territory here.
And Marshall doing a good job here defensively, controlling that line of scrimmage with that front 4. 3 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Hutchinson will be in the shotgun here. He has a new back to his right. That's number 14. He's been in for a little while, Micah Tanksley. That was a little
That's going to be a false start.
There.
Yep.
Yeah, number
I was
6.
wondering if they were going to get it. Number 6 took off just a little prematurely. And they'll penalize the Wildcats 5 yards. They'll move it back to the 40, where they to the 35, where it'll be 3rd and 20.
Yeah, C.J. Jones, the junior wide receiver, left about
half second
early. Yeah, he was 2 yards down the field before they snapped it. So 3rd down now, and what is that, 3rd and 20?
3rd and 20.
3rd and 20 for Palestine. They've got to get all the way down to the Maverick 25. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Got to get all the way down to the Maverick 16 for 1st down.
Mm-hmm.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hutchinson in the shotgun with Tankersley to his right. He'll send a man in motion left to right. Looks, trying to make a pass to the goal. Going to get a hold, no call, and he will be sacked behind the line of scrimmage at the 39.
They dropped a flag. What just happened?
That was Joel Shepard there on the
but they
tackle.
dropped a flag.
I tell you what,
Gotta
the
be
only
a hold.
I'd say there was a hold against. I don't know if they were going to call it or not, but there was a hold against Palestine.
That flag's dropped way over there on the other side.
But that was Joel Shepard that ultimately made the tackle for the Mavericks. Hopefully that does not go against Marshall, because that would potentially be an automatic first down if it's a personal foul.
It's going to be on Marshall. Looks like it's going to be holding.
Now, yeah, I think it's going to go against the Palestine. Oh. Side.
Oh my God.
Sideline interference. So they've already warned both teams. So the second penalty is penalized.
Yep.
So that's the second sideline penalty on Palestine. And it'll march them back across midfield all the way back to the 46.
Well, God, they got to go to the 15. That's 35. It's 4th and 39, and most definitely even down by 34 points. You got to bring on the punt. I'm not sure they can punt for a first down here.
To answer Reggie's question, no, I cannot count down and distance that high. That's why y'all are here, because I can't do that. So it's going to be 4th and what was that?
40 yards?
39.
39
I got
yards.
4th
Yeah.
and 39. I got to get all the way to the 15, and they're at the 46.
You don't have many plays in your playbook on 4th and 39. Marshall will bring everybody here. It's going to be a good kick, but it's returnable from Blanton Hale. He'll take it to the 24. He'll try to reverse field, and he'll get to about the 30. Let's see. He'll take it up to the 33.
Get a little bit of return out of that, but it's going to be looks like about the 33-yard line where the Mavericks will start their next possession. And with 2:59 to play, you would think we might see. Nope, looks like Alton Henderson's going to stay out there. He will continue to take snaps. Would hope that sometime tonight that we get to see our backup quarterback. Not that we don't enjoy watching Alton Henderson, but
you notice he's not having that many touches either.
yeah, he's not running the football. He's not the offense is not on his shoulders right now, but he is still the signal caller. But hopefully we get to take a little peek tonight at Kyler Thompson, who's our backup quarterback. He needs to get a little bit of game experience in case he's called into action. We hope we don't need his services this year other than in a mop-up situation.
So there was some kind of penalty on that play. It moves the ball way up. I didn't see the penalty call, but it moves it all the way up to the Marshall 48. So from the 33, it was some kind of personal foul. So two receivers to the right. Alton Henderson in the pistol here. Takes the snap, hands it off to Doug going left, and he'll be snowed under for a loss of about 3.
Yeah, nothing happening there. And speaking of that, while we had a penalty enforcement, I want to commend this officiating crew. I mean, I think they've done a fantastic job. A lot of times that we don't give the officiating crew much mercy. But I tell you what, this job here, mechanically, they have been sound. I think they have called a very good football game, and I hope we get to see these guys again.
So a loss of 2 on the play there, Doug Johnson. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12 for Marshall as we go under 2.5 to play here in the third. 34-0, our score. Marshall with the lead and the football. 2 receivers right. Alton Henderson under center. He's going to hand it off going right side, and he'll be snowed under from behind again.
Yeah, they kind of broke through, kind of won the battle there on the offensive line. 2 plays in a row. The Mavericks are going to have a negative in front of that rushing on 2 consecutive plays. All of a sudden, it's 3rd and 14 as we tick down under 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
Was that our same rusher?
And these are starting offensive linemen here. There's something is a little off.
Well, I did notice that the Jaden Gentry, he is out there on the field. Looks like he's maybe filling in for Saseda at right guard.
No, I think Saceda's still out there. I see he's still out there.
Yeah, looks like Andrus is out.
So here comes the snap to Alton Henderson looking to pass. Quick pass to the outside. It'll be caught high, and a great job by Palestine there of snuffing that out. It'll be a gain of only 1.
Yeah, that was number 54, the linebacker there for Palestine. That was Ethan Thomas on the stop. It'll be no gain. So that possession is going to go for a negative 4 yards for the Mavericks. Not really much happening there, and they'll be forced to bring out the punt team, which I believe this will be the first punt of the night for the Mavericks.
Yeah, first punt for Jesus Grimaldo after a gain of 1 there on the pass on the screen. So one receiver split wide each side. Ball spotted right at the 45-yard line. The Mavs would have to get all the way down to the 42 of Palestine for a first down. So here comes Grimaldo. Good snap. Oh, they almost block it, but he gets it off. It'll take a Maverick bounce, and now it'll take a Palestine bounce, and it'll be downed by Aiden Green right about the 14.
You heard
24.
You heard me cringe a little bit. The ball looped back there to him, giving Palestine a lot of time to get back there to our opponent.
Yeah, it was in his hands, but it did take it a while to get. It
took a little while to get there.
Yeah, it kind of floated back there, but fortunately, Grimaldo was able to get the punt off, and he's going to flip the field, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as they start this possession at their own 24-yard line.
So only one first down tonight for Palestine, 3 fumbles, 1 interception. Yardage is well skewed in Mavericks' favor. So first down and 10 here for Palestine from their own 24-yard line. 2 receivers split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Hutchinson will be in the shotgun with the back to his left. From the right, left hash rather, takes it, handoff going to the outside. He'll be hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I hope that's going to be a late hit. I don't think he meant to hit him. He went to the ground, and then I think Cordier kind of hit him and knocked him back down, but the white hat is going to throw the flag. It's going to be what would have been a loss on that first down play. Is going to be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct.
I don't think Cordier knew he was on the ground.
I don't think he did either. It wasn't anything malicious, but the official, he was down and got up, and then Cordier spun and hit him and knocked him back down. But unfortunately, that will move the chains 15 yards down the field where it'll be 1st and 10. The only 2 first downs the Wildcats have obtained have been via the penalty.
Yeah, he spun him around, and he got off the ground so fast. I think when Cordier came around there, he thought he was still in play.
So the way he was moving.
So first down and 10, Palestine from their own 39-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Oh, handoff up the middle and nothing doing.
Big Brandon Richardson, number 0. He meets him in the backfield. Another negative play etched there by the Maverick defense. That'll be a 3-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 10, and that will be the last play here in the third quarter at Maverick Stadium.
So we will go to the 4th. It's your score, Marshall, 34, Palestine, nothing. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Maverick Football on the heartbeat of East Texas.
This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Maverick Chevrolet, and we are beyond excited to be supporters of the Marshall Mavericks this year. It sounds so cliche, but our children are the future, and if we can invest in activities for children, then that's only going to make them, better quality candidates when they get into the workforce. It's going to teach them the lessons that athletics, that music, that theater, that fine arts, all these things teach kids that there's a reward for doing your best. There's a reward for putting in hard work. This is Matt Moore, General Manager of Marshall Ford and Maverick.
Well, back here at Marshall's Maverick Stadium is Reggie Cooper is going to finish up those third quarter stats brought to you by MISD School Board member Brad Burris and also owner of Century 21 Real Estate here in Marshall. And the Palestine Wildcats had negative 6 yards in the third quarter.
That's giving them about 8 yards for the game.
Ooh, 8 yards for the game. Marshall's defense trying to see if they can get that down to 0. 2 first downs in the third quarter for Palestine, both on Marshall penalties. Your score 34-0 as we await the Maverick side of the ledger. So second down and about 12 for Palestine from their own 36. Going to throw it to the outside there. Good catch made at the Maverick 46. That's first down.
Yeah, that will be the first down, not via the penalty for the Wildcats as they connect on a nice pitch and catch over midfield into Maverick territory down to the 46-yard line.
Is it 17?
That'll be a gain of 17. So that'll help in the yardage category. 2 receivers split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Hutchinson in the shotgun here. He's got a back to his left. From the left hash, Marshall will bring 4. Take the snap to Hutchinson. The toss to the outside. It will be a little option. It'll gain about 4.
Positive yards there. I tell you what, number 27, Taquan Watson, have not called his name this year, coming in little backup role. He put the quarterback. He had the quarterback in that pitch play, and as soon as he pitched it, he nailed him, put him on the ground.
Well, that's what you're taught to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have the quarterback. You hit the quarterback.
It was not a cheap shot. I mean, he had just pitched the ball, and Taquan, he laid him on the turf.
So he has to go out of the football game because he stayed on the ground there for a second. So Ashton Cook will come in at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Cook in the shotgun. He'll have number 1, Braylon Beckwith, to his right. He'll hand it off to Beckwith up the middle. He'll hit across the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up about 4. Looks like they're going to mark him down to the 38.
This is definitely the most positive possession that the Wildcats have had tonight. They had their longest offensive play and looking to gain their 2nd consecutive first down.
10:51 to go in the 4th quarter. It's 34-0 Marshall. Palestine looking at 3rd down and a long 2 from the Maverick 38. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hutchinson back in at quarterback. Actually, that's Cook. He'll hand it off up the middle, and Beckwith will run over a Maverick. He'll pick up the first down to the 34.
I tell you what, he is a hard runner. He hasn't had much opportunity tonight, but when he has kind of put his shoulder down and run hard, but he does pick up the 2nd consecutive first down here for the Wildcats.
So first down and 10 for Palestine. It's their 4th Dairy Queen first down of the night, their 2nd, not by penalty. 34-0 our score as we go under 10 minutes to play here in the football game. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Cook in the shotgun here with the back to his right. He'll take it, hands it off. Dope. He's going to hand it off to Beckwith. He's a hard runner. He'll take it down to the 31.
Yeah, I think in this situation, obviously Palestine they realize that this game is out of reach, and they're continuing to run the football. They want to keep that clock moving. We're down under 9:50 to play in the game. 34-0. The Mavericks in a commanding lead here. Palestine is content just to run the football and hopefully try to get on the scoreboard before the evening's over.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Cook staying in there at quarterback. Got Beckwith to his left from the left hash. He'll hand it off up the middle to Beckwith, and he will be taken down after a gain of about a yard. They'll mark him to the 29.
Yeah, I believe that was big Brandon Richardson. Or is that actually number 96 for the Mavericks? Well, that's going to be Tupac Holmes. Makes the tackle there.
And getting a lot of playing time tonight for the senior. 5'10", 286. Good to see for him. So 1 receiver split wide to the left, 3 now split wide right from the left hash. It'll be Cook in the shotgun. He'll have Beckwith to his left. 8:54 to go in the 4th. 34-0 Marshall. They're going to have to maybe use another timeout here as we go under 5 seconds on the play clock. 3 seconds. Cook is going to get it off. High snap. He's looking to throw it in the middle of the field, and they're going to call a holding on Monte Haynes.
Yep, I believe so.
That was a little high ball.
Yeah, it was probably uncatchable, but anyway, he probably did interfere with him, and we'll see the Wildcats pick up yet another first down on this drive and retain possession here with 8:40 left to play in the game.
I don't think that was pass interference. I do think that was holding.
Yeah, I think it was holding, and I don't know what they're going to actually call. Either way, it'll be a first down for the Wildcats, and they are in the red zone for the first time tonight.
So 5 Dairy Queen first downs of the night for Palestine, 3 of which on Maverick penalties. So in the Austin Bank red zone goes Palestine. 2 receivers split wide each side. It'll be Cook in the shotgun with Beckwith to his right. Here comes they're going to run the option, and he is going to ball's on the turf, and Marshall still hadn't picked it up all the way back to the 35, and somehow Palestine comes away with it.
I thought he caught the pitch, tell you the truth.
Yeah, they put it on the ground. The Mavericks had every opportunity to pick it up, and finally number 55, Braylon Johnson, one of the offensive linemen, for the Wildcats, he falls on it. It's going to be a big loss. He's second, about 25. Is it 5'10"? 16. Yeah, about 26 yards needed for a first down. So pushes the Wildcats way back out of the red zone, where they'll have it 2nd and 26.
3 receivers split wide to the right, 1 to the left. It'll be Cook in the shotgun, Beckwith to his left. 7:49 to go here in the game, 34-0 Marshall. Snap back to Cook, looking to pass. He's looking for that screen, and here comes a little pitch. Good pitch to Beckwith. He'll take it down to the 29.
That was good Good work there by Cooks. He was kind of under duress. He kind of did a Pat Mahomes, kind of pitches that ball forward, which is a legal forward pass, and it'll pick up some positive yardage, but only not anywhere near, not even getting back to the first chain. So they're still going to be about 2nd and 20.
7:16 to play in the game. 34-0 Marshall. From the left hash, 3rd down and what is that, Glenn? 16?
About 20.
Three receivers to the right. Cook will drop back, screen to Beckwith in the middle. A lot of room for him. He'll make one Maverick miss, 2 Mavs miss, and he'll take it down to the 11.
That'll be a nice gain. It'll be short of the first down, but it'll get them to where they can have the potential here to pick up possibly a first down. It'll be 4th down for the Wildcats as they've got it back inside the 15 all the way down to about the 12.
They need the 10 for a first down, so they need to pick up 2 here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cook in the shotgun here. He's got Beckwith to his left. You think they would go to him here. He's had the most success offensively. Cook takes it, drops back, actually looking to pass. He's going to throw it out there, and it'll be incomplete, looking for Beckwith.
The Mavericks are going to hold here. They're going to retain the shutout at least for now. 6:23 to play. The Maverick offense will come back out on the field. And the defense holds one more time, giving some other guys the opportunity to play. But the offense will come back out. We'll see if they can just run the football here. And let's try to get this game over with, keep everybody healthy, and look forward to that off week.
You don't see a lot of shutouts in high school football anymore. You might see one tonight. Marshall's defense is pitching that shutout.
Well, and I know we mentioned the scores, but the Wildcats have scored in all their previous games. They scored 14 in the first week against Nacogdoches, 8 against Jasper, and only 7 against Athens last week.
Out of all that action, they wound up with 1 yard rushing.
So, little surprised that Alton Henderson is still in the football game here. They're going to do a little pitch going left.
I believe is that Ashton
Sparks.
Is that him on the carry there? I believe his.
Yes, sir. Number 5, Ashton Sparks. That's a good run for Ashton.
Yeah, our big back, 5'9", 191-pound senior. He gets his first carry of the night, a first down.
That's a big Dairy Queen first down. You get 10 yards there for Ashton. Good job for him.
And he carries again. That's him for his second carry of the night. He's going to be just like right at maybe they're going to give him 9 on that carry. That'll be no, they're saying he's got the first down. So that's 20 yards and 2 carries for Ashton Sparks.
I told Ashton last night in the fourth quarter, it's all Ashton.
There comes Kyler Thompson, your backup senior quarterback. He'll take over the signal calling for the last 5 minutes and 35 seconds here of tonight's ball game.
Good to see. So Kyler's getting some reps tonight. Good for him. So under center goes Kyler Thompson for Marshall. Behind him is Ashton. He'll fumble the first snap, pick it up, and pick up a little bit of positive yardage. He'll grow across the 35 to the 36.
Yeah, it's he's not used to or hasn't had any snaps in a live game other than that scrimmage against Pine Tree. He puts it on the turf. But anyway, he does make something positive, gets a couple of yards on the fumbled snap. So he'll get the call here from Coach Hammond as he comes over to the sideline, and he'll run back out to the huddle to get ready to run his second play for the season.
4:57 to go in the game. 2 receivers to the right. 34-0 Marshall. 2nd down and 8 from their own 35-yard line. It'll be Thompson in the shotgun. He's got Ashton Sparks next to him. He'll take it, hands it to Ashton right side. Look at Ashton go. Great run there from him. He'll cross the 50, still on his feet to the 45, down to the 40.
He literally looked like 4 Wildcats hanging on him, and Ashton Sparks just continued to drive his legs well across midfield. 25 yards all the way down to the Wildcat 39-yard line where the Mavericks will have a new set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 39 with 4:20 to play.
3 carries, 45 yards for Ashton Sparks. And I think you're about to see another one right here. Another Dairy Queen first down for the Mavs.
6 yards.
Two receivers to the left. It'll be Thompson in the shotgun. He's going to give it to Sparks coming to the left. He makes one man miss. Still on his feet. Look at him go. He'll cross the 25 to the 23.
I tell you what, we may have found our big back. Of course, from last season, we had Thunder and Lightning, and we with Johnson and Denaj, you got two pretty small, elusive backs. And now Ashton Sparks is coming into the picture, had pretty much carried the load on this possession.
61 yards so far tonight for Ashton on 4 carries.
So that's a hair over 15 yards of carry, Chase.
That's pretty good.
That is good.
So another Dairy Queen first down, and Marshall now in the I formation here. Got a back behind Sparks at fullback. Thompson takes it. Oh, he mishandles that one, and he'll just keep it. Goes upfield. He'll get down inside the Austin Bank red zone. They'll mark him at the 20.
Again, kind of a busted play.
Still picks
and
up 3.
He's still going to pick up 3, so you got to like that out of your backup quarterback. Kind of a misdirection on who to give it to, and he still gets a little bit of a gain.
Right outside the Austin Bank red zone, 2:54 to play in the game, 34-0 Marshall, as the Mavericks walking down the field here. They're going to get a big win tonight to move to 3-1 on the season. Two receivers split wide to the left. It'll be Kyler Thompson in the shotgun with the back to his right. I believe that's Johnson. He's going to take it, hands it off to him. To the outside he goes. What a move there. To the 15, to the 10. That's going to be Denaj Montgomery down to the 8.
He comes in to spell Ashton Sparks, and he gets a nice carry, and yet another Maverick first down. Is we're down to 2:29 left to play in the game. The Mavericks in complete control as they have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
Good run there from Denaj Montgomery for another Dairy Queen first down for Big Red. They have lived in the Austin Bank red zone tonight. Marshall, first down and goal from the Palestine 8.
That defensive line is gassed.
Yep, well, they are. They have been out there a lot tonight.
That's sucking there.
2:10 to go.
They're going to take it down to the 2-minute warning. The Mavericks obviously probably would be content it's going to be first down, so I think they'll probably just go into victory formation here. They can snap it 3 times, I believe.
They could run what, one more play? Look, they're bringing in Brandon Richardson. I think Brandon Richardson's all of a sudden in there saying, "Hey,
can I play?
Hey, I got a carry in me.
Give me the ball. Coach.
I haven't had the ball tonight. Pick me.
Well, these are dangerous football games, folks, because sometimes you can get in here and, like we said, you can get a little overconfident. Things don't go your way. Not tonight. Marshall handles business, 34-0 your score with 2 minutes to play, and just what the doctor ordered.
Giving some young guys, Andre Jefferson, the senior offensive lineman, getting some snaps out there at left tackle.
So here we go. Kyler Thompson in the shotgun. First and goal, Marshall from the 8. He'll have Ashton Sparks to his right. Takes the snap, gives it to Ashton. He'll stutter step, makes one man miss, and he'll take it down to the 3.
Say the clock continues to run here. The Mavericks will certainly take their time and let that clock roll. They'll have it second and goal from the 2.
I think Ashton wants him a touchdown. Second down and goal for the Mavs. We'll go under 1:30 to play here in the football game, 34-0. And Ashton's back there next to Kyler Thompson, standing back about the 6-yard line. Takes it, hands it to Ashton, going to the left. Nobody touches him, and he'll take it in for the touchdown, his first of the season.
And the Mavericks are going to push the lead out to 40-0 as they are just completely have run away with this football game, dominated pretty much in every area of the game, both offensively and defensively, as well as special teams. So the Mavericks, with a minute 17 to play, lead 40-0. Grimaldo is on the field to attempt the extra point.
Boy, it's good to see that. Kyler Thompson getting an opportunity to drive the team down the field. Ashton Sparks getting the touchdown tonight. I believe that's going to be his first varsity touchdown. That's a low snap. Great job from Ridge. He somehow gets that down. The point after is good.
No, it's no
good.
No good.
No good.
It's going to go wide, just a little bit wide left. But that was a phenomenal effort there by Ridge to try to get it on the tee. And Grimaldo had to kick it a little quick, and it sails wide. So it's going to end up 40-0 here, assuming the Mavericks. But maybe we have a penalty on the field.
Offsides.
Offside. So we'll get another opportunity to try to iron this out.
I know you want to run this back, but
how many plays was that?
That's 9 plays. And 68 yards.
And a lot of those were
70 of those yards were, guess who?
Ashton Sparks.
Absolutely.
So it was a 68-yard drive, but he had 70 yards.
Yes.
And the kick is up.
No,
and
I'm
it's
sorry.
good.
Yeah, the re-kick is good.
They went 88 yards.
88 yards.
Yeah, let's get this right.
So instead of being 40-0, it is going to be 41-0. The offsides penalty will add another point to the Mavericks ledger. And with 1:17 to play, just a few more plays left in this ball game, and the non-district play will be over as we look to head into district play 2 weeks from tonight in Mount Pleasant.
A 2-yard run there from Ashton.
3-yard
run there from Ashton Sparks. I'll tell you what, he is a great kid. I mean, I've so enjoyed getting to know him a little bit over his high school career. It's so good to see him have some success tonight. Great kid. Wants to go to the University of Houston, be a nurse.
Well, good for him. We need lots of nurses. Hopefully he'll, if we do that, come back to East Texas and serve his community.
There you go. So Marshall will extend that lead to 41-0, 1:17 to go here. Still some things we've seen tonight we can work on. We got to get a little better on snaps on our PATs.
We've had a couple of bad snaps there. And kickoff coverage, which we're about to see again here, has been a little off tonight. Hopefully we can get some good coverage here.
So here comes the kick from Grimaldo, kicking right to left. High kick. It'll be taken by Palestine right at the 6-yard line, middle of the field, going to the right side. He's got a little, or left side rather. He'll run out of bounds right about the 25.
That was C.J. Jones returning that kickoff. So the Mavericks, pretty good coverage there.
Another penalty. Looks like somebody, I don't know if that's a late hit out of bounds. There's a penalty right at the 20.
Yeah, that's. Speaking of things to clean up, Chase, we got to. That certainly doesn't hurt us here in a 41-0 ball game, but you just cannot have those type penalties when you play Texas High or White House, because those games will certainly be more competitive.
And I can tell you that penalty right there is on number 88, Adrian Williams, the senior. It's some of his first playing action this season. He got in and was about to make a tackle, and he's going to make it.
He's going to make those maybe 4 or 5 yards out of bounds. He's still going to make the tackle.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff up the middle here, and nothing doing for the Wildcats.
Don't slam it.
Trying to get you a number there on the tackle. Can't. Number 27 and well, he's going to be okay. I thought
he's got a cramp.
Oh, he got a cramp.
Yeah, he's got a cramp. Number 27 for Marshall. Who's that?
So we not called his number. That is that's Taquan Watson. He's the one that hit the quarterback earlier.
He's a freshman, linebacker, 6'1", 183. So it'll be a loss of 2 on the play. That'll take us down under a minute. And I think Palestine is happy to run a play, take a knee, or just hand it off up the middle.
Yeah, they've only got to snap the football one more time. Obviously, this one is over, so now that it's down under 40 seconds, snap it, and this game will be over.
So Marshall's going to get another big win tonight. 41-0, handoff up the middle. That should be the last play of your football game, and the Mavs will get a shutout.
That was Devon Tucker there on that tackle. What should be the last play will be the last play of the game.
So your Marshall Mavericks will end pre-district play with a big win tonight. Your final score, it's Marshall 41, Palestine nothing. Stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes to give you the recap of this one from Marshall's Maverick Stadium. Again, your final score tonight, it's Marshall 41, Palestine nothing. Stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Maverick Football.
Lewis Engineering in Marshall has been supplying the defense, oil, gas, automotive, and other various industries with metal fabrication since 1961. They specialize in CNC machining, metal plating, metal stamping, and more. They're a family-owned business that would love to become your premier machining supplier. Call Doug Lewis for a free quote today, 903-938-6754, and visit their website at lewisengineeringco.com. Lewis Engineering is a proud supporter of Marshall Mavericks football on KMHT.
Nicholson Contractors is an established excavation contractor based in Marshall, Texas, specializing in all aspects of dirt work, land clearing, excavation site preparation, drainage, demolition, and debris removal. Call Nathan Nicholson at 903-926-7084 and let the experienced team deliver reliable and efficient solutions for your next project. Nicholson Contractors, proud sponsors of Marshall Maverick football. Go Big Red.
The CTE program at Marshall ISD provides opportunities for students to explore their interests and get a head start on their future career. The newly completed CTE building benefits our students with state-of-the-art equipment. Our newest partnership with Kilgore College and the Marshall Fire Department allows students to attend a fire academy and start working as a firefighter upon graduating high school. We are home to one of the largest FFA programs in the state and are continuing to improve with the addition of our new animal quarantine space. Visit marshallisd.com to explore what opportunities await. Excellence. It's what Mavericks strive for.
Top Rocks offers a wide variety of rocks, gravel, or dirt for your next commercial or residential project. They've got crushed iron ore, SB2, limestone, clay, and now in stock plastic and tin horn culverts up to 60 inches in diameter. Owner Michael Nash has been in the business for over 20 years and has the lowest overhead, competitive pricing, and personalized service. Open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4 at 1902 North Franklin in Marshall. Call Michael Nash at Top Rocks, 903-660-7711, or visit Top Rocks on Facebook.
Welcome back here to Marshall's Maverick Stadium, where the Marshall Mavericks get a big win tonight, 41-0. We're watching J.D. Height. He's running up and down the field. It's Coach Height's son. He's a little bitty guy.
He's got to be, what, 2?
He's not that old yet, but he's gone from the 50 to the 20. He's going to be a good little running back, I think.
He sees that his dad is chasing him. He wants to play with the big boys.
Well, look, Glenn, I'll tell you what, coming into the season this year, we talked a lot about this pre-district schedule, and it was very difficult for Marshall. I mean, you had 3 really difficult opponents in Palestine to round that out. We all said if we thought we could be 3-1, we would really be in a good spot, and here we are.
We are. A good performance, just has gotten better each week. And again, tonight a lesser opponent than what we've seen the first 3 weeks. But the Mavericks, some things that we need to clean up. We end up with 4 turnovers in our favor.
Yeah, 3 fumbles, and our first interception of the year.
But, had a few bad snaps, more penalties than we'd like, especially the personal fouls that are the 15-yard in nature. We got to get rid of those and say our coverage on kickoffs was a little off tonight. So hopefully got 2 weeks to clean some things up as we get ready to start district 2 weeks from now up in Mount Pleasant. And hopefully the Mavericks will be rested up and healed up and ready to make their mark towards a district championship.
I tell you what, and this is a fun football team to watch. I mean, these kids play really hard. They play whistle to whistle. And they're very well coached. And every week we see some little new wrinkle. And tonight, sometimes you find something in a blowout win. You might have found something tonight with Ashton. I think you're right. He runs really hard, and he's a big back.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of I guess I'm showing my age, Chase. Our big back last year at ETBU. Why could I not think of his name? your broadcast.
Hold on.
Your broadcast team. Our memory. We called his name a
million times.
A million times.
It'll come to me here in just a second because I just talked about him today. It's Isaiah Bush.
Isaiah Bush.
Golly,
I apologize. I mean, we've called his name over the last several years hundreds of times, but Ashton Sparks kind of reminds me of Isaiah Bush, which is our big bruising back the last couple of years. And So hopefully we found another offensive weapon to take into district. As the Mavericks will go on the road as they'll open up at Mount Pleasant, and then their first home district game will be 3 weeks from tonight against the Texas High Tigers. We need all hands on deck to help root the Mavericks to victory.
So as Reggie Cooper's finishing up those first half or those full game stats, again, your final score tonight, Marshall finishes this one off 41-0. They win tonight over the Palestine Wildcats. The Mavs will move to 3-1 on the season. The Palestine Wildcats, they will move to 0-4. Let's go ahead and give you that scoring drive recap, and we'll revisit that quickly. Marshall led 7-0 after the first quarter. They scored with 1:42 to go there in the first, capping an 11-play, 73-yard drive. Alton Henderson takes it the last 11 yards for the touchdown. The Holloway point after was good. The Mavs would score again with 11:55 to go in the second. A 4-play, 23-yard drive after the fumble recovery from the defense. Alton takes that one in from 2 yards out. The point after, no good, 13-0 your score. With 8:50 to go there in the half, Marshall would score again. A 5-play, 53-yard drive. Alton Henderson's best run probably of the night for sure. 29 yards there. Point after was good. 20-0 Marshall at the half. The Mavs would pour it on in the second. 8:25 to go in the third. An 8-play, 61-yard drive coming out of halftime, capped off by a 2-yard run from Doug Johnson. His first high school touchdown for him. Point after was good. 27-0 Marshall. The Mavs would score again at 5:37 of the third. A 3-play, 16-yard drive capped off by a big 2-yard run from Denaja Montgomery. Point after good, 34-0 Marshall. And the Mavs would end the scoring in the fourth with 1:17 to go in the football game. 9 plays, 88-yard drive. A lot of number 2s in there, capped off with a 3-yard run from Ashton Sparks, his first touchdown as a high school varsity player. Point after was good, so Marshall wins it tonight. Again, your final score, it's Marshall 41 in Palestine nothing. So what do we got there, Mr. Glenn? Tell me what's going on some of these scores as we get these final finals.
Again, a great night of high school football. Some games that we've been watching. This one that Tyler Legacy was well out in front against Crowley. Crowley has stormed back and now lead that one in the fourth quarter. It's 35-31 at Rose Stadium.
Be kidding.
Yeah, they have come all the way back. Mount Pleasant looks like they're still playing, but they're down 30-3 against Sulphur Springs. They led that one 3-0, and Sulphur Springs have scored 30 unanswered. Looks like Mount Pleasant will go into district at 0-4. White House starting to get blown out by Paris, 48-21.
Now that surprises me a little bit.
Yep, I say White House. They'll be 1-3 if that score holds. Carthage, which was struggling against Tyler Chapel Hill, they were trailed by 2 touchdowns, 21-7 at one point. They are now leading that one in the fourth quarter, 49-28. Of course, you know the score here in Marshall, another district foe, Nacogdoches. They're going to win this one. They're up 42-10. Nacogdoches will be coming into district 3-1, just as the Mavericks will. Jacksonville looks like they will be 0-4 going into district. They're going to lose at Athens, down 61-7. That one's still going on. Tatum losing to West Russ 14-10. The Bobcats over in Hallsville, they're going to be 0-4 coming out of non-district. They lose to Pine Tree 28-21. Tyler Lyons, who led all night, looks like actually that one just went final. Lufkin has come back to win that one at home against Tyler High, 28-21. Texas High is going to win. They'll be 3-1 going into district. They win 42-29 against Fayetteville, Arkansas. A big upset over in Ruston, Louisiana. Ruston is going to defeat the Longview Lobos 38-35, dropped the Longview Lobos to 2-2 in non-district. A big battle up at Texarkana at Pleasant Grove. The Kilgore Bulldogs win that one 18-6. And Chase, that kind of rounds out your scores for games going on tonight across the area.
So it looks like the final totals. The Marshall Mavericks tonight. Here comes your final Brad Burris stats for the game. The Mavs will finish with 369 yards of total offense, 255 on the ground. Alton Henderson finishes the night 10 of 14 for 114 yards, by far his best statistical outing of the season there. Individual statistics tonight for Marshall. Henderson finishes 13 carries, 69 yards, 3 touchdowns. Denaj Montgomery will finish the night 13 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown. Doug Johnson will finish the night 11 carries, 39 yards. And Ashton Sparks, 6 carries, 70 yards, and 1 touchdown there at the end. It's so excited for him to be able to get a score tonight. When you flip it over to the other side, the Mavs will hold Palestine to 9 yards rushing, 41 yards through the air. So Palestine will finish the night with 50 total yards. 3 of 5 are the quarterbacks for Palestine tonight for 41 yards passing. 5 first downs for them, 3 of those by penalty. So Marshall does need to clean up the penalties moving into the bye week. But all in all, just a really good outing for Marshall.
It was. They did, again, kind of a lesser opponent what they've seen the first 3 weeks, but they do take care of business. We got all of our guys back. We had a few injuries last week against Legacy, but they played hard. Got to see some guys, got to see Kyler Thompson, our backup quarterback, take snaps for about 4 or 5 minutes, just to see those guys, especially the seniors, give them the opportunity to play. But the Mavericks will finish non-district play 3-1. They'll be actually Texas High and Nacogdoches both will be 3-1 as well. So the Mavericks are just ready to switch gears, start focusing on district play where it really counts as we move into the district play in Mount Pleasant in 2 weeks from tonight.
So revisiting those Campbell Portable Building keys to the game. Both you guys said, jump out, don't take your foot off the gas. Basically, don't get caught sleeping. That didn't happen tonight. I think we hit that key.
I like that we didn't play down to their level. In the beginning, they tried to play up to our level, but we did not play down to theirs, and that's good.
And I will say, compared to last year, still a very young team, but I would say Palestine was much improved over what we saw in Palestine last year as we just annihilated them 63-7, and could have been a lot worse than that.
Yeah, James Ray is a really good coach, and he's going to get that thing where it needs to be. And they are just covered up with sophomores and some really talented sophomores. So that's one of those things I used to tell people: when you have a young team, you better get your lumps in now.
Right.
Because in 2 years, that team's not going to be a whole lot of fun to play. He's going to get that where it needs to be.
If they stay bought into the program, you're right. They can't help but to continue to get better.
So let's look at player of the game tonight, brought to you by Marshall Valvoline Express Carrier, one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs. All right, guys, player of the game.
Red, you want to go first? You want me to?
Go ahead. But, I'm going to say defense, our nose tackle, man. I mean, our nose guard, man, he's just awesome to me. I love watching him play.
Breon?
Yeah.
So, I think I've got him hands down my defensive player of the game. Great job plugging up the middle mid, Breon. And I tell you what, there's lots of guys that contributed. No one has had a huge night. But I want to give the offensive player of the game to Doug Johnson. Running back, he's a sophomore. I guess probably his first 2 touches of the season against Tyler High and Longview, he put the ball on the turf, but he came in tonight. He ran hard. He protected the football, scored his first touchdown. He had 31 or 39 yards on 11 carries. So I'm going to give the game ball offensive player of the game to Doug Johnson.
I like that.
Now, did he score a touchdown? Did I miss one? I didn't have him down for scoring a touchdown.
He scored
I had Denaj. Oh, I did there. 2-yard touchdown. So that's right. Got his first touchdown. So we had 2 guys tonight with their first touchdown in high school. That's right.
And I say Ashton Sparks, obviously, when his opportunity to carry the football, it was kind of in cleanup role late in the game, and it was still out of hand, but I guess you'd say somewhat meaningful when Doug Johnson was in there, and I think just to give him a game ball player of the game to kind of coming off that rough start he had in his first 2 games.
I like it. So Doug Johnson on offense and big number 99, Breon Williams on defense. And I'll just say I wouldn't mind if he wore green and gold one day. That looks like that would be quite fitting. So, again, folks, tonight the Mavs get a big win, 41-0. They will be off next week. No game for Marshall next Friday. They'll get healed up. In 2 weeks, we will travel to Mount Pleasant to take on the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And our next home game, October the 11th. 10th. October the 10th. You need to be here in Marshall's Maverick Stadium. It's the biggest game we've had around here in a while. Marshall versus Texas High. And that game very well could be for the district championship.
I believe it will be.
So make your plans to be out here in a couple of weeks and come out and enjoy the festivities, the food trucks, everything going on here. Got a great band. Mavettes did a good job again tonight. Really good night at Maverick Stadium. So, final score, Marshall 41, Palestine nothing. We will see you in a couple of weeks. For Reggie Cooper and for Glenn Bickerdike, for Topher Patty, for Tristan Lundy, the whole KMHD
Matt Paul.
crew, Matt Paul. Yeah, I'm Chase Palmer. Thanks for joining us tonight. As always, how about them Marshall Mavericks? We'll see you in 2 weeks.